leased out by the Demigryph Knights that are in the area. Aviary is up on the roof. No problem there. So I need Xanthar and Function. I need you two to make a charisma saving throw, please.
I love it when God starts the night with rolls.
How close am I to Pragar?
In your own room.
Him and his fucking
I'm sleeping so close to Pragar.
dependency.
You know what's funny? As soon as I up my charisma, it's going to be a +5 on saves.
Damn.
That might also help with your attitude problem.
If I save, yeah. If I stay alive that long.
All right. Pretty good. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay, so Pragar, Oakbar, Talvern, I need you three to make wisdom saving throws for me, please.
Like, dude,
What is going on?
what's a wisdom?
No. That's 17.
Apparently I
Good
have
lord,
wisdom.
Function.
What happened?
That +7 with Pragar. Oh. All
Well,
right.
plus 3, so 17 for me.
What? Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay. 17, 16, 17, 18.
Wait,
Everybody
Tal rolled twice though.
It doesn't matter. He
Well,
I mean, one of them was slightly worse than the other.
Okay.
DM, was the DC on that 5? Because if not,
You just made it.
It's a very calm night. There is a lot of action outside. There are townspeople who are running around, and they seem to be pretty frantically trying to redouble their efforts to, close up the gates, man the walls. There's a heightened sense of alarm since someone has dropped a dead dragon on their doorstep, essentially. But eventually, the evening calms down, and you get the regular patrols, and the bonfires outside your windows go out, and you each find yourselves in a very well-deserved and deep slumber. Talvern, you kind of toss and turn a little bit. You have this sort of uneasy feeling. Perhaps it's the dragon. Perhaps it's traveling through hell.
Boy.
Who knows? But eventually you do find yourself into a deep, long slumber. As the sun breaks the horizon, Aviary, in proper fashion, lets out a beautiful sound, and everybody kind of wakes up. Their wounds mended, their bruises kind of pallid a little bit, essentially rested after a very exhausting 24 hours. You each kind of slowly trickle your way down the stairs, meeting yourselves in the hallway, and as you go downstairs, you see Toblin, the innkeeper, has prepared basically a feast on one of the tables. The main table in the hall of the first floor there. It's got bacon, eggs, potatoes, all kinds of really. It's got birdseed for Aviary, whatever he wants. It's a smorgasbord of things. And as the first people come down, Xanthar and Okabar, as you two come down, being the early risers that you are, you can see Toblin is kind of scrubbing down one of the floors. Oh, good, you're awake. Come. The entire army is paid for this entire spread. Come, eat it up while it's still good. It's not every day that I get somebody who makes an order this big.
Pragar gets 2 plates.
Okay,
Is it
Pragar
just
comes
us?
down.
Or their
What's that?
guard of eating too.
You see a couple of guards kind of come in and out, but they don't take part in this. This seems to be your hero's feast, essentially, not the spell.
Well, it's about time we feel appreciated.
It's today. They came by and they told me what happened, and I haven't slept yet, but I'm sure I will later on today. Is it true what they say?
What's
And again,
that?
Toblin he's a very rotund kind of dwarven fellow, and Toblin leans forward and goes, Did you kill a dragon?
Ha! Not only one dragon. 2
Like 2.
dragons.
Two! That's great! I love it! 2 dragons. You guys are too much, Ugh. Well, if there's anything that you need, I think the commander was asking for you earlier today.
Yes.
It's funny.
We must go.
That's the man with the funny accent, right?
Yes, his name is Francois. It's hard to say with a Scottish accent, but I did it. His name's Francois. That's right. It's funny. 24 hours ago, I wouldn't have ever thought that you would be here without being in shackles. Well, I mean, that's...
Really?
We're gonna be the king.
Not surprised. When we returned back to town, I was being shot at. So,
Well, that's why they brought in the military. I'll say that much. They finally found a common ground with the troops that have been stationed out here, and well, apparently you're the peacekeepers. You're the bringers together. You're the dragon slayers. It's
That's us. The Nemesis 6.
We
But
are the
Arrow
little
pierces heart.
ooh, that's a really cool name. I'll have to remember that.
Yeah, it's trademark. Don't take it.
Oh, okay. I won't. I was gonna put them on the t-shirts, but
yeah.
legal rights.
I mean, we could use some t-shirts for sure.
No, tabards is what they call them.
We actually have our own line of tank tunics. It's
Oh, nice. Okay, I'll have to look for that.
I've left them with my brewers.
Would you like to see it? And I used disguise myself and I
Okay.
just put the shirt on.
Just
Okay, with just a shirt. Okay. Oh,
Just a
that's,
warboard with a shirt, the tank tunic. That's it.
we're actually also brewing a Nemesis 6 style ale.
Yeah, you should probably start distributing it.
I thought it was vodka.
We'll get-
right. Okay. If you
Might be
find it, sure. I would love to stock it. That's for certain. Do you have it on you?
No, it's still in manufacturing process.
Oh well.
We are currently on our way to
wait.
Leprechaun.
We'll be sure to send you a sample.
All right. Where are you headed?
We don't
no.
know.
Towel
Oh,
fell
no.
off.
Where did you go?
He
Knife
fell off the bar stool. Sorry.
Oh, there he is. Okay, good.
Ah.
Back up on you. Sorry. Where are you going?
Now we're actually looking for port somewhere that we can perhaps get our airship.
We are
Oh.
supposed to be going to Neeper's Post.
Yeah.
All right. Nafir's post. Yeah.
Neeper's
it's-
Post. Yes,
Stop.
thank you.
Whew, that's.
The Pierce
I would
Post.
say that might be your closest airport.
That's
Yeah.
what we were thinking.
Sorry, your closest skyport. What's an airport? I don't know. Yeah, that's right. It's quite a long walk from here. I can say that much. I've never
About how
been there
long?
myself.
About how long?
Oh, if you're just walking, probably like 6 days by foot. Maybe longer. I'd say a little bit less if you have a horse. But I mean, it's a good ways away.
Oh, by the way, my friends, it's been all the days seem to blur together. What day exactly is it?
Oh, what a great question to ask. It is. Hold on, I have my notes on the other one. What do I have right here? Oh, it's Bahamut 29.
All right, Bahamut 29. I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's right. It's almost to the next month. Which I forget it is.
Time flies when you're in hell.
Well, I wouldn't call this place hell. I think it's pretty nice. I've made a couple of beds. It's not the worst place in the world.
Oops.
Hey,
26 of
Hang on.
Bahamut.
hang on.
We're
Okay,
on
now
session. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay,
go.
cool. I'm so confused. All right, so yeah, last time we on 22nd, our 22nd session was on the 26th of Bahamut. We're on the 33rd session.
29th. Oh, 33rd
No,
session, yes.
Yeah. 33rd session.
It's the 33rd session. We're on the 29th right now.
So it's only been 3 days since we entered hell.
Yeah.
Fuck, it felt like at least 3 weeks.
Not even. Well, about maybe 2.5 days, I guess.
It's
Really.
almost as if being in hell when you're being tortured, days seem like years, and time passes very, very slowly.
Time passed slower.
So when you're in hell, time does not go by quickly.
All right. Okay. Cool.
I'm just trying to get a grasp on.
Oh,
That's
what
one
had
thing us
happened.
Dragonborns are good at is keeping the calendars.
it felt much longer than that.
It did.
Oh well. Oh, sounds like you've had quite adventures. I'll say that much.
Yes.
Yes, we have.
So
Yes,
tell
we
me,
have.
how did you find the dragon? What did you know to look?
I
Well,
got
Drugs.
pretty good eyes.
Do you remember that green fire that was found in your town?
I did the necromancer's fire himself.
Oh, it turns out it wasn't a necromancer.
Was it?
No, it was a dragon.
Oh, gods! The necromancer's still out there.
Perhaps. But don't tell anyone.
Luckily, you're here, and you can take care of him, right?
The Nemesis 6. That's right.
That's what we're here for, yes.
For the right price.
Very good.
For the right price. Thank you, Aviary.
Oh,
Perfect.
Shouldn't we be looking for this old
We have to speak with the commander.
old Frenchy commander guy?
Right, so it's right. Francois was looking for you. Right,
Where
if
can
you
we
need
find
anything
him?
else- Oh, well, he should be in his big fancy commander's tent down in downtown.
Big tent. All right. Thank you.
Right.
He had
Right,
something
Mr.
for us.
In front of the mirrors.
This food was a pleasure. Thank you for
Oh, my
serving
pleasure.
it.
If you need anything else, let me know. Oh, and you, sir, Talvin, was that your name?
Yes.
I've had several patrons come by and ask me more about this flat Earth theory you had. It's very interesting.
Oh. Yes.
I'd love to hear more about it sometime. Anyway, let me not keep you from breakfast. Keep eating. Eat up. There's plenty more in the back. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank you.
There's more? I'm going to take a plate with me.
I have a haversack to go. Don't you worry. Dried meats, bread, and lots of jelly to go with it.
all of us.
I just need my protein and
All courtesy of the
We'll have the
army.
bread too. It's fine.
So,
That's right. Okay.
DM, how many days of ration?
One ration. Oh, he hasn't given it to you yet, but he eventually goes into the back, kind of grabs some like dried sausages, some biscuits, jerkies, things that keep on the road very, very well. And he comes back out, and for each of you, he gives 4 days worth of rations.
Perfect.
I'm going to keep
Alright,
mine
Dad.
in the back.
Whoa.
Add in 4 days worth of rations. All right, here you go. This should get you at least part of the way to Knife's Post if you don't have some other mount or some other way of going. If you need anything else, let me know. Glad
Are
to
y'all
help.
carrying all your rations, or do you want me to put it in the bag of holding?
I think we all have our own.
I
Yeah.
will give you my rations, Pregar, to hold in the bag of holding.
We've only been asked once, but I imagine it'll continue to happen.
Sorry,
It's
the
always
bag
good
of
to
holding
know.
seems a little lighter recently, so we can start putting things in here.
Yeah, maybe we should stock up on some dry rations. We were in a place where there was no hunting for a while, so I think
Good point.
I need to go
Good
by the
point.
Fletcher. I need
if we
to
can't
re-up
hunt
on-
up fish when we're out in the wilderness, we're fucked if we don't have rations.
You
General
need to
store.
go where, Okabar?
The general store.
I need to go by. Yeah, I need to go get some arrows, guys.
Do we want to split the party? Some of us can go. I need to speak with.
I need to speak with the commander.
So do I.
I am-
I don't think that.
I'm curious why he wants to speak with us, but I also need to go to the general store.
Well, I think. Does everybody?
would,
do you want to do everybody do everything, or do we want to split? And
Let's
I
talk
would
to
like
the
to-
commander and then split up.
I need to see a blacksmith at some point. So,
so let's all go speak to the commander, and then we'll split after that. Yeah,
Yes.
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 we'll go do that.
But should we not send our negotiator? I have an idea.
Well, while we walk, tell us your plan before we get to the commander.
Oh, I don't want to freak everybody out. I need to go to another room first.
Okay.
So, Jared, I'm gonna go back up to my room.
Okay, you go right back up, no problem.
Cool. Nobody's there, right? Nobody's watching me.
Yep, it is absolutely quiet in your room.
Okay, I'm gonna disguise myself as Brother Longfoot.
Notice he said
Very well.
absolutely quiet, not nobody.
Cool. Then I'm
Well,
gonna
no,
go back
there's nobody here that you can see. Okay, so you
Mercer.
come back down.
except for my friend. Okay, go back down.
Your friend whom?
That you can see.
Okay, hello. Yes, indeed. I am the new negotiator. Yes, indeed, I am.
So the Toblin kind of quizzically looks over and
Not
points to you
getting
guys.
the
He's like, "Is this? Is he with you?"
Yes, he was our guide through the desert.
Negotiator, navigator, and negotiator. Especially,
Yeah, I'm
yes, indeed. I
Very good,
am.
very good.
That I am.
Thanks for bringing back. Thanks for bringing back the most obnoxious character we've had.
You can tell what book he's read recently.
Mushi.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Very well. All right, no problem. I'm sure you're. Do you have a room, good sir?
No, I am a friend of the party.
Okay. Do I need to charge the military for a room that you're staying in?
Fuck it, go ahead.
Oh yes, extra room for me. Yes, indeed.
Very well.
That would be swell.
What is your name, sir?
I'm sorry, brother Longfoot. I am so excited to be here.
Long Fit. God, it's no
Oh,
problem.
speaking of charging the military, we'll probably be back tonight or in the next day or two from this cave expedition. If you could charge up some really, really good whiskey and leave it in our room, in my room, you can charge the military for that. It's fine.
I have a note here. It says all expenses paid except for alcohol, especially the drunk-looking half-orc. That's what it says. It's just a note I got. Sorry, it's rules. If you want some liquor, and I've got some good booze in the back. If you want some, you
I'm
can
buying
you can
it.
pay for it.
I'm buying it,
Certainly.
baby. I'm not
I was
drinking
about
it.
to say the music is making this role play encounter terrifying.
Totally thought that function was going a completely different direction, but we're doing great. Doing great. Okay. Oh, sorry, my new musicians is kind of tone deaf.
I need to fill up
Alright.
my flask.
Very well. I'll let you have one in the house, just because I appreciate the town not being burnt down. So he takes your
Done,
flask,
done.
puts a little bit of it's not the real good whiskey. He kind of grabs it from under in the well and kind of pours it in there. And, there you go. Hope you enjoy it.
I immediately
It's-
consume all of it.
Oh, would you like some more? It's from my Kentucky Deluxe. Let me see it.
Is there anything floating in there?
Well, not once you pick out some of the hairs. It's not so bad.
I'm gonna order a shot, but close my eyes and not admit to myself that I'm actually consuming this.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
What about a self-deception check?
His wife.
Oh yes, sir! This is starting off, baby.
Self-deception check.
That's on the side. Okabar, this shit hits hard. The fact that you actually skipped most of your meal this morning doesn't help at all. You are on your way to getting drunk. All right. So Okabar is in the tavern. Are you still drinking? I'm going to say because you failed that, yes, you're still drinking.
Yeah.
Who all wants to go do something? You'll go to the Fletcher in a little bit.
We're all going to see the commander before we split
Okay,
around
okay.
town.
Yeah, we need to
The
go
whole
to
group.
the commander first.
Okay,
And I will
Okabar.
negotiate our price. Yes, I will.
Okay, Okabar
You do that
is
function.
on his way.
Function. Who is Function? And then I give him a wink. This is Brother Longfoot.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna
Rygar
walk
tries
up.
to do the weirdest wink he's ever trying to do.
Yeah,
As a
exactly.
Dragonborn.
It's most obvious to everybody. I'm not even trying to hide it.
And Toblin
Only-
is just confused.
It's really hard to blink for a Dragonborn.
I'm gonna walk up to Function / Longfoot and whisper in his ear and be like, "This accent is super racist," and give him inspiration.
Okay. So Brother Funkfoot here. So Brother Funkfoot leads you guys into the. You come out of the tavern. Yeah, that's right. Monkfoot. You come out of the tavern eventually, and you find what is easily a military encampment within the center of the town. There are several guards kind of posted up. There's one big ass tent with huge pennants up in the air right in front of what is the mayor's manor. You do see a lot of people kind of coming and going from the mayor's manor itself proper, but they don't seem to be of any import. You see the massive pennant right in the dead center, and you make your way towards that part. Before you even get to the ring of encircled tents, there are two guards that are kind of standing there, and they're watching you as you come forward, and they kind of hold up their hands at the same. Halt, whom might I ask are you going to see?
We are the Nemesis 6, and we're here to speak to your commander.
We're looking for Commander Fancy Pants.
I'm gonna immediately repeat exactly what Pragar says as he sings.
Okay.
Do I notice this?
Oh yeah, it's
Fucking
really
course you
obvious.
do.
Drunk.
Okay, so
I'm gonna purposely trip Okabar while he's trying to get into the tent.
Fucking standing up.
okay, Okabar, make a dex check with disadvantage.
Because you're fucked up, man.
Okay.
With disadvantage.
I know. I got you on the second one.
Down on your face.
Can I try to
you
grab his?
Okabar,
Try
what
to
is
grab
wrong
Pragar
with you? Are you
and
that
throw it
drunk already?
Make a strength check to see if you can grapple him. Yeah, it'll be an
Oh,
attack.
oh boy.
That's how this is going. Okay. And immediately in the middle of the street, there's just a wrestling match, essentially. And the guards like,
I'm gonna whisper
like, should they stop
Pragar's
it?
ear.
Like, no, Pragar's on the ground, like wrestling with Okabar.
Yeah,
Eventually,
I'm gonna
you guys
whisper in
separate each other.
Pragar's ear.
Okay.
I'm
Make-
the stronger one.
Okay.
With horrible booze breath.
First
Yes.
of all, Okabar, I want you to make an intimidation check because I know what you're going to do here.
No, I just felt bad.
Okay. Okabar, the
I'm
smell
gonna-
of booze overwhelms you before you can even hear anything he says. You try to separate yourself. Okabar, okay. Okabar, what are you doing? Pragar, what are you doing? Okabar, what are you doing?
Pragar,
Go ahead.
Pragar's gonna cast command on Okabar and tell him to piss himself.
I'm just trying to hold my throw up back. I'm just trying not to throw up right now.
Okay, Okabar, make a Constitution saving throw. Pragar, you're casting command.
I hope I fail.
Yeah, but while he does this, I'm going to.
No, fuck you. You didn't say.
All right, cool. So,
Can I walk over to the guard that's watching and be like,
so he just said I'm stronger than him. I'm gonna like.
on the Dragonborn.
Okay.
I'm
Okabar
just gonna-
immediately starts throwing up a little bit. Just water. It's just water throw up. Dry heaves. He's getting ready for the rest of the day. Puke and rally type thing. You can't repeat after him at this point, but you are able to kind of hold up and step to the side when you need to. But you're okay. You can't repeat after him though, like you were trying to do. So the guards are just kind of sitting here watching this whole debacle. Do you need some more time before you can see the commander?
We're good. Just having a little bit of fun.
Oh, don't worry about these two. This is a part of the Nemesis 6. Yes, indeed. Yes, it is. Would you like to hear the whole story of the Nemesis 6?
We were instructed to bring you directly to the commander. If you would please follow me this way. They kind of hesitantly turn.
Right away.
Very unsure. Brother Longfoot is very happily stomping through the whole camp. And as you guys go, you see there are soldiers that are sitting around fires. There are several that are still sleeping. You see one of them stand up and go. He starts to kind of slow clap, and all of a sudden you start to hear everybody else start to join in. It's just this big rushing slow clap of soldiers. Some of them give a big salute and kind of fire one off, and everybody's just kind of like, yeah, yeah. A couple of them shake your hands, especially you, Pragar. A couple of the older grizzled veterans, they come up and they pat you on the back and say, "That a boy, let him go," and just kind of walk on your way. You have definitely earned these soldiers' respect after they have been out and about and secured the land and seen 2 dead dragons outside the town.
I'm gonna
Give him
ask
the
Pragar.
draconic salute.
Okay.
So, can I ask Pragar a question?
Yeah.
Hey, Pragar, do you remember which one is the one I shot? I'm
Was
really
I
not
there?
trying to meet
Do I
that
remember
guy.
that?
I'm
I don't
really
think I
trying
was
not
there
to-
for that.
No, you were there.
Wait,
What?
I don't know if you were there. I'm just
He used
asking.
his first round of combat to shoot a guard.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the guard that you shot was dissolved in acid.
Do I remember this?
He's just telling you like he's telling the whole story to you right now, Pragar.
Oh yeah. You totally remember him being like doing a cool acrobatic trick and then just being destroyed by the dragon. Eventually, you make your way. The curtains spread, and you walk in, and you see Francois, who is leaning over a map with a couple of his trusted aides. He sees you each, and you. Oh, please come in, please. And he kind of shoos away his subordinates there. He goes, please come in, take a seat if you need to. Might I ask who your friend is here? And he's pointing at.
Of course. My name is Brother Longfoot. Yes, indeed. Yes, it is. And your name, sir?
My name is Francois de La Chatte
Excellent. Thank you.
of the 14th Royal Hippogriff Knights.
Excellent. Thank you, Francois. I am the negotiator / navigator. Yes, indeed. Yes, I am.
Oh, you are a navigator?
No.
I am the negotiator. Yes, I am.
Oh, so you are not with the Order of Navigators?
No. Who told you that?
I thought that you said something. Never mind.
I'm sorry.
I owe my life several times over to the Navigator Society. So if anytime I have a chance to repay the favor, I make sure to do it. But since you're not a member, do not worry about it.
Oh, I would love to hear the story sometime.
I will certainly tell you. It is a valorous and heroic story. So, gentlemen, I know that we have spoken very briefly the night before. We were all tired. I know that each of you were pretty much beat down. After all, you had just killed 2 dragons. I must say, the story of your feats has spread throughout the camp and throughout the entire town itself. They seem to understand that the threat that was on them, and they do certainly owe you their lives, if not their livelihood. I will be the first to say thank you. I want you to know that... Thank you. I want you to know that it is my duty to make sure that the people, the subjects of the crown here, that they are cared for and no harm befalls them. I do not know why there was a dragon here in the first place, but luckily you were here to prevent any damage to the town, and for that you have my thanks. Let me ask you, how did you... There was conversation about drugs before.
Yeah.
How did you know that the dragon was coming this way?
We followed it.
We followed the green fire that we told you earlier, and
Sorry.
that's...
Here's a picture of him, by the way.
Oh yes, you just
Nice.
cool.
Yeah. Maybe I'm beautiful. Look at my chin. Anyway. Bonjour.
Finally, your accent's finally wearing off on me. I can understand it a little more.
It takes a little bit of getting used to.
It does. It really does. But yeah, so we were following the green flame. And that's
that's
what
a function.
led us to the ballista, whatever those bullets. I cannot say those creature names.
The
Bullets.
ballista?
Thank you.
Oh, the
you.
bullet. I see.
Bullets. The bullets
bullet.
were consuming what seemed to be the dinner resin or drugs that you think. Basically,
Interesting.
yes. After we encountered them, a dragon came out of nowhere and ate one of them. After we saw it consume its innards, it spewed out green flame. And then we followed the dragon, and it was acting strange and kind of sporadic. Was going all over the place and going into the stream and swimming slowly towards the town, vigilantly following the green substance, it seemed, that was in the stream, to your town. And so we tried to stop and get in between the dragon. The group split up. Some of the group came to the town to warn them with no help whatsoever. And basically, me and a couple of the other of my companions here went out to try to stop the dragon, or at least kind of see which way it was headed towards. Once we knew it was towards the town, we encountered it, and that's when our fight took place. And it seems that was only the child, and that the father was very, well, let's say pissed off that we killed its child.
And we tried to warn the town, and no one believed us. No, they did not.
You weren't the navigator or negotiator, whatever you are.
But
no,
I was told this
we-
story.
We did try to warn the town, yes. And that fell on deaf ears. And we were basically shot at, attacked, and
And then
put
kicked
in
back out of the town.
Isn't that right, Aviary?
Girl.
Yes. So,
You must understand that the whole reason that we finally were invited into the town, this has been a portentous situation for at least 80 years. We were finally invited to the town for the very first time to get rid of these interlopers, these people who had drugged the mayor, who had run amok amongst the people and had essentially been framed to terrorize the populace. We thought that you were certainly the nemesis of this town, which is why my guards had orders to fire on sight. That
I
being
see.
said, I must apologize for us not believing you. It seems that you had
Speak up one more time. What did you say? What?
I must apologize. I believe that, yes, I'm a man who will admit his faults, of course.
it's understanding. I understand the situation you were put in. I have myself been in command and military enforcement as well. So I do understand where you were put. However, the consequences did sacrifice some of the lives of your soldiers and maybe some of the town. I'm not sure.
At the risk of a dragon attack, the loss of only 2 soldiers is, I hate to say it this way, but is quite acceptable. They knew what they were doing when they signed up for the military, or when they were forced into it, and so it is not of the biggest loss for our ends. We still have many more soldiers. Do you believe that there are more dragons?
Oh yes, I'm sure there's plenty of dragons.
I mean, threatening this town.
Are these the
Oh
same-
yes.
Is this the same
Threatening
person that
the
sent
town,
Talb
no.
outside? Like,
What's that?
is this the same person that sent Talb outside and Talb and Ave to their, like, death, supposedly? Where's that motherfucker?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is. That's him.
Okay, you guys are
I
going
was just about to bring that up.
Sorry, what?
He didn't. He's not bringing that up, is he?
No, he hasn't said anything about it.
No, I'm just
Oh,
confirming
well.
because these guys are
Yes.
very forgiving. Let me just say.
Right. Are we forgiving?
Are
I
we
mean, I would
gentlemen?
hope so.
I guess so. All right. Anyway, so yes, I do believe there may be other dragons, but we need to find perhaps their hideout, a space that we can maybe
their lair.
investigate further.
So I will say this: you do not believe the stories, the rumors of the necromancer. Is that right?
Well, everything that we've seen led to either the dinner resin and the dragon itself, creating green
evidence-
fire. No evidence of a necromancer, undead. I myself have that speciality of detecting undead, and I have not in this vicinity.
Very good. If it weren't for your recent actions, I would have questions because some of my magically attuned soldiers have detected necromancy amongst your ranks. But again, I believe that there is a bit of leniency to be given here. So I will not ask any further of it. I will say that until the threat of dragons is completely confirmed to be over, we cannot rest. We must occupy the town and make sure that it is secure for its own sake, which is why I would ask that you find the lair of the dragon and see if that was indeed the adult and not one of the older children.
Yes.
All right, we can do
Yes,
that.
indeed. For a price, my friend.
But of course, I am authorized to give out
I will
bounties.
hold you there, sir, because I, being the negotiator of the Nemesis 6, our starting price is 3,500 gold. Yes, it is.
Listen to our navigator.
Make a persuasion check, and I'm going to say it would be an advantage because Okobar is helping you, but you also weren't present yesterday, so he's already kind of doubting your feng shui here. So just make a straight roll for persuasion.
He also has inspiration
Oh, he does.
Thank you for that.
because your accent is racist.
I told you to read
not
first
racist.
law. boy.
Oh, it's almost a 3.
I saw
Read
that
first
three.
law.
Oh, so bad.
He looked at you and he said, "You said how much? 3,500?
3,500 is our starting price. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I will tell you what. I will start off with 3,500. That is what I am allowed to hand out. If you find any other dragons or other threats that you can bring back a token or whatnot, we will scale that reward up based upon difficulty. If I get 6 bullet shells coming back, there will be no prize. Those are not. Those are more nuisances than monsters. But if there are additional dragon scales or who knows what else you will find, the price will go up from there.
So, how much do we get in addition for the 2 dragon bodies that we brought you yesterday?
Those dragon bodies are not part of this. You get to loot a dragon's lair, which, to be honest, is quite surprising in itself.
Oh, so we get within the layer then?
You get all salvage rights from the lair as long as it is completely devoid of other denizens.
Excuse me. May I talk this over with my group?
But of course, I will let me know when you are ready, and I will be back in.
Thank you.
Holy
Turns around,
fucking shit.
Walks out the back. You guys are in the main tent there. Talvin screams out, "Holy fucking shit!" One of the guards kind of looks in real quick.
No, he did.
Okay, opens up.
Very nicely done, brother.
You're welcome.
I don't know. He agreed pretty easily.
I
I
am
feel
here
like we could have gotten more.
You think you could have gotten more?
Oh yeah, I think we could have got a lot more. He said yes the first time, and obviously it wasn't a high number.
Perhaps.
That's
But
like
still pretty good.
that is more than half of our funds, and I'm whispering that.
Yes, but he did say yes first time. That didn't seem like much of a negotiation. You were like, "We'll start here." He was like, "Done," and you were like, "Great." Just
Should we
saying.
ask for more?
Look, he
I feel
said
like you already agreed.
that we get more dependent
I mean,
on
we
dragons.
are here deciding on the price. I mean, we don't have to agree to it. That's why he told us to pull aside and we'll talk it over.
I did tell them that was the starting price.
Let's negotiate for more if there's not shit in the dragon's cave. There's a bunch of shit in the dragon's cave.
If there's nothing in the Graven's Cade, I say he doubles this price.
Also, between you and
I say we take this. This is a lot of money.
those dragons yesterday were pretty rank. So I don't know if they were necromancer dragons, but they were fucking rotting off the bones.
That's true. We could accept the money and just move on. Aviary.
Not even look at the cave.
We will not. We
We
must.
can
help
always
them.
go back to the cave. It's a cave. It's not going anywhere.
It's a dragon horde.
The things in the cave might go somewhere.
You're not curious?
That's not my problem.
Do we know anywhere where this layer could be? We could be searching for it for days and getting us off schedule even longer.
Well,
What fucking schedule?
And you know who we're missing in our group.
yes, I've already thought of that. I'm gonna ask the commander.
We
Send
need to
people out.
we need to get the white back to town as soon as
And
possible.
Sheldon.
Especially, I had to save his life, and I look over to Okabar with like a very distinct look, just to make sure he could stay alive. So anyway, we need to get him back home.
It's funny. He thinks you did that.
Yes, that's funny. He does. Haha.
I was gonna have the commander send men in the direction you came from to find Sheldon and the White, bring them back here while we do this, because we're gonna have to come back to get paid.
Can you perhaps send a message to Celadon?
I can, but we could also just have this guy send a soldier out after them so I don't have to waste any magic. And we can't just take the money and leave. They're not going to pay us until we come back having proved we've been to the Dragon Cave.
Yes. So what do we want to do? Do we want to search for this dragon lair? We have no idea where to start.
Okabar's a fucking tracker, isn't he?
Yeah,
He
can
I said let's go to the fucking cave an hour ago, but yeah, I have a...
Can you find it?
Onward.
He said he can track dragons. He can,
35.
with magic,
Dragon.
track
The
dragons.
dragons are dead. We don't know if there's another dragon.
He's still a tracker, though. He still said he loves being in the woods, which is where we are.
All right.
I swear, it's like every time I talk, I feel like you're being followed, Talv. There's noises in the background, there's voices around you.
Sorry,
Your
we're
voice.
popular. There are people here.
Are you hearing voices again, Function?
Possibly.
Oh, Lord. All right. So, Nibs, just help me.
Here,
All right,
have one of
let's go.
these. I hand
Don't
him
you
my
know what a
flask.
Dragon Cave is like?
Let's see if we can find the dragon lair, but we don't spend longer than a day.
I say we take the 3,500 though.
We have to make sure
Agreed.
that that's all the information the commander knows too.
What was that, Aviary?
We need to make sure that's all the information the commander has. Like if he's got any leads on where the cave could be.
Oh, yes. No, I
The drugs.
was definitely going to ask about further leads in the command. Maybe his soldiers have seen more.
All right, let's.
What
Let's
about
go.
the camp? What about the camp with the Digiresident?
Let's ask him.
What
We can
about
deal with
it?
that later. If he doesn't have a lead, that's where we'll start.
We told him about
Yes.
that. Are they going to go
Perfect.
investigate that?
We
They
told
know
them.
where it is. Actually, I marked it on the map for them.
Yeah, they know where it's at. So they might have
Okay.
already investigated.
Do we all agree? Yes?
Yes, let's get the money and then go look for the lair.
Okay.
He's not going to give
But
us money.
It was a stipend.
Okay, guys. And
So we go back to.
Down deposit.
We go back to Francois.
Okay, so you at this point you kind of open up the doors, the drapes there, and Francois is in the back, kind of speaking with the commander, and he looks like he's turns around and ushers you guys back into your tents and sits down across the map table where you guys are sort of situated on the other side of. He takes a deep breath and says, "All right, what have we decided?"
Okay, my friend. We agree to your terms, but we have follow-up questions. Yes, we do.
Very well, go ahead and ask.
No. Do you have any idea where to start?
Until a few hours ago, I had no idea that there was even a dragon in the area. So, unfortunately, no, I do not.
Do you know any other larger caves or areas that perhaps could be a lair? Have your soldiers seen anything in the perimeter?
I would imagine that there would be caves in the mountains, but
Gary and I saw green flames coming from the mountains.
very well could be. I mean, if you believe that the green flames were not of the bullets, but were of the dragons, then perhaps follow as those were originally sighted.
Child,
Do you
can you
know-
remember exactly where those were?
Well, if we go find Sheldon and the Whites, they'll be pretty close to where we veered off.
Oh yes,
Sorry.
that was another question we had. We have two companions that are actually in the forest, and
And you called them Sheldon and Whitey? Is that what you
another
called them?
dragonborn as myself, and then a turtle.
Shelley and Whitey, yes.
Shelly and Whitey, I will keep an eye out for them. I have not seen anyone of this name before.
I believe his name is Thomas.
His name is Thomas.
Thomas White?
Whitey.
No relation to the White himself, correct?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
It's a distant cousin.
correct.
No.
Distant cousin,
Shut
of
off.
course.
As you know us Dragonborns, we have so much family.
They're all related, you know.
Well,
They all know each
Not all.
other. No biggie.
They all
Yes,
kind of look the
inbred,
same. I
incest,
understand.
all the above. We keep our lines pure.
The food is really good, but it'll fuck your stomach up. You know, the usual.
Kinda looks at you
do
very
have
questionably.
any maps of the local areas so we could possibly find caves easier?
But of course, you can check Discord for the latest photo of the map that we have of the area.
I mean, I know exactly which direction we're going. I saw the fire in the mountain.
North.
Do we need to get any materials or anything before we go?
But does Talvin?
Yes, we do.
I have
Starting
one
with-
additional.
Oh, go ahead, my friend.
I have one additional request.
But of course,
Of course, you will pay us for completion of services.
of course, I have my clerics writing up the bounty request immediately.
But as the military force in this area, after having just faced a dragon or two, really, we would love to be alive to finish slaying any additional dragons, as opposed to sending you a slightly enraged and not as damaged as you would maybe hope dragon. Can you provide us with some healing potions to make sure that Dragon 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or however many of your infestated fucking forests you have around here, come back dead and not fucking angry as shit.
Make a persuasion check.
Your boy's been watching Tal.
Persuasion.
Right.
I will see what I can acquire from our treasury. We do not necessarily get a lot of requisitions from the mainland, but perhaps I could find a couple of healing ointments, perhaps even a scroll or two. As far as potions goes, those are very hard to come by, so I will see what I can do, but I cannot make any promises. Give me 1 hour before you depart and see if I cannot have something now.
What about horses or any sort of riding animals?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What was that, Tal?
I know, it's the crowd here is just so
Can you provide
loud.
me some arrows?
Can you provide that with the text? Arrows, of course. How many arrows do you need?
inside of you.
I need 12.
I'm sorry?
And then
1, 2.
Go speak with the commissaire. He will give you everything that you need for as far as arrows go.
Thank you.
And then as far as travel, do you have any extra horses?
We actually do not ride on horses. We ride on demigryphs, and all demigryphs require a lifelong link. We cannot loan them out, unfortunately.
So what happens if you die?
If what?
God, you said there's a link. I'm just curious. Sorry.
What did you say?
What happens if you die? Do they die, or vice versa?
That is correct. If we die, then the death blow filters down through the demigryph, and vice versa.
Oof.
It is not an easy life, but it is the most
Oof,
reliable.
indeed.
I poisoned the Democrat.
Certainly.
I poisoned
They are
the
magnificent animals and certainly deserve the respect of both the Empire and the Radar.
If perhaps aviary, I might have a solution, at least for me and then one other, perhaps. Since you and Tao are so good at shape-shifting, turning into whatever.
I've got other stuff for that. I just want to see if they would give us stuff.
I see.
Very well. I believe that 3,500 gold, which is much more than most people in the entire company will make in a single year. I believe that is quite a good reward. I will see what I can scrap in there, but of course. So if there is anything else that you need, please let me know. Otherwise, the commissaire will fulfill your arrow requirements or whatever else you need, sharpen your blades. But if that is all, gentlemen, I do have other works to attend to.
Same.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your business and we look forward to taking care of this situation for you.
Bon appetit.
Yes, we do.
Bon aventure, Sister V. Us as well.
Where to the gold, my friend?
Excuse me.
The gold.
Oh, I did not clarify. Excuse me. This is a bounty contract. It's the only thing that I am suited to hand out. Once the bounty has been fulfilled, then that is when the gold is handed out. Not before, unfortunately.
Getting 10% ahead of the mission is pretty common.
If you are in
No.
the Civs Guild, then yes, it is. But as far as the government work, no.
That is not the agreed
What about the just save
upon?
your fucking town clause?
I told you he wasn't going to give it to us first.
Gentlemen, I have given you the maximum amount that I am allowed to give to any type of mercenary band, especially extra government. So before I lose my rank and position, I would say that this is a very good deal for both of you to
I
express my thanks.
totally understand. That is
Okay.
why we request for half.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
You just
It was ballsy, I'll give him that.
He still has the
Inspiration, doesn't he?
inspiration.
He does.
But does he need it?
Not gonna use
Should I
it.
use it? Should I use it? What do you think, guys? Should I use it?
I
Is
mean,
that,
I
is this a
would.
D8? Is that a D8?
yes,
Yeah.
it's a D8,
Yeah.
but I think you
Second.
should keep it.
Nah, man.
Yay! I'm
I
on
want,
yay.
I want this freaking money.
Use it.
Well, maybe we can
You
come
know
back.
what? No, you know what? You know what?
You put all this work into this bit. Do it.
Exactly. I'll keep. No, okay. I'll do it. I'm gonna do it.
Okay, roll a d8.
Sorry, said you're gonna do it. Do
There you
it.
go. All right, do it. Yeah. 23. Okay.
22.
22.
22.
22.
Sorry, 22. My bad.
22, sorry.
Math.
He looks down and looks up and says, "Look, I will try my best to get you some supplies beforehand, but there truly is no way I can give you any money before the job is completed. I've done all that I can here. I certainly appreciate it, but
What are these supplies?
well, I'm going to go see if we have any unaccounted for health potions, weapons, armor, things of that nature. Go talk
Right.
to. Correct. I'll go talk to the commissar over there, and he will have your items within.
I will remember you, Francois. Yes, I will. I will not
Right.
forget you again.
I do not think that I will ever forget you either.
Commander, I know you said you were looking for armor. Could you perhaps find a helm? If you have one laying around.
But of course, I can requisition a helmet for you. What kind of helmet would you like? A bassinet, a full face mask, a rajon de chenet?
Whatever you have.
No, the basket, a basket over the face.
No, not the basket. Just
Well, it's
Just a
very
normal-
useful actually. It allows you to breathe and prevents acne.
no. Well, whatever you have laying around. I'm not particular at this
Like
time.
a helmet?
Yes.
Very well, I'll give you a helmet. Not any issue at all whatsoever.
All right. Appreciate that. Thank you.
But of course. Okay, so as he dismisses you, the group steps outside of the tent in the middle of a very busy war camp, and as the soldiers kind of walk by you, they give you a bow, a nod of respect, and they continue on their way. What are we doing?
Looking for the general store.
Yeah.
Yep.
No. I fill up my ears and I'm good, honestly. And I get
Yeah.
Need health
So-
potions,
Oh,
though.
I guess
So
we
you-
talked about coming out first, but yeah.
Okay, so the commissar is right next to it, which is like where they have like supplies and stuff, and then they're just handing out arrows to whoever needs it. Okabar, you get a full like 2 quivers.
I'm looking for an armor.
and potions. Did he give kind of potions as well?
We need
Yeah. So you could see the commander kind of walking over and talking to one of the commissariats there, who goes back and looks through a wagon and digs through some shit. I need dice. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Move, Eddie.
First world problems.
I'm gonna grab
I'm
another.
not gonna
drink.
play D&D without dice.
Digital dice.
What row though?
Can we take a break? Is that cool? We just take a break real quick.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Take my dog outside.
Okay.
Yeah, just take a 5. Jared,
5 minutes.
hey Jared, can you take a 5-er?
Yep, fiver.
All right, cool.
5's good.
Come on, Snow. Come on. Let's go potty.
Who forgets that Jared has a dog?
Me. I heard it bark earlier when we were setting up, and it freaked me out.
Oh man, I really didn't need a break. I was ready to go.
I know. Same.
I felt like we spent a lot of time just trying to get to a place where we could start doing stuff.
Yep. That was all build up. So how much do you think I can sell some of these conjured animals for?
Some of the what?
So I was thinking of conjuring some riding horses, because I could summon 8 at a time. And I might as well try to sell some.
Yeah, you should wait till our ship's in town so we can leave real
Yep.
quick.
I'm going to do that at the post.
I guess it doesn't really matter what you sell them for, because they're going to disappear after, what, like an hour?
After 1 hour, yep.
Oh, man.
I just have to make sure the shop person I sell it to doesn't like have some sort of detect magic bullshit. I can make a bunch of random crap, like not just horses. Ooh, I can make 4 war horses.
Well,
Man, y'all know Colin Mansfield in my goddamn house in there got everybody yelling and shit.
I just dropped a bottle of hand sanitizer on me.
Oh, no.
Coco, come here.
Did anyone else majorly change their spell list after that long rest?
Here's who had everybody in my living room fucking yelling.
We were not yelling, we were just talking loudly.
They were yelling.
Colin, what's up, buddy?
We can hear you.
Darren's right there. He's in the bathroom. Ben and Oscar is over there, but he's in the bathroom too.
Oh, well, it's good seeing all of y'all. I mean, y'all almost
What's up,
look
buddy?
like me. How are all of y'all? How's your baby?
Good.
PC?
He's good, man. I'm about to have a second one here.
Ben, your baby is looking beautiful. I'm
I
so
don't think
y'all have made some pretty kids.
Yeah, we do what we can, man.
Dude,
Well, it's
fucking
good seeing all y'all.
Ben's kid looks like Legolas. It's crazy.
It looks
Long blonde
he's
hair.
so handsome. But
Dude, he's so tan right now. Like, his hair just looks fucking white.
That's awesome.
hey, I am so hot.
So Colin's here, and then Paige's 2 friends come. They just got back from the dispensary, so they have like a dispensary's worth of goodies laid out on the couch. And
Nice.
they're all in there getting super high, and that's why they're being so crazy loud. It's only 2 people there.
What dispensary do they go to?
They go to several different ones. They're up there. No, in Colorado. They're up there every other week, so they just bring back a bunch of shit with them.
That's the part I missed.
I know a couple people who've gotten They have family in Oklahoma, so they just like make their phone bill and then go up there and get a card. You can drive to Oklahoma and get it.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, cool.
Oh, hold on. I see what you mean.
Are they whispering for you guys?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Ben sent Jared a private chat. Now they're whispering.
I bet you. Oh, that might be it.
It's what
I thought Zan needed the whisper glitch now.
Zan said hello, and he realized he had messaged him, and then whispered.
No, it's been 4 or 5 minutes.
Hello.
Hello.
Got caught up with a little Zan.
What you drinking there, Function Darren?
Farron.
Hey,
Corona Seltzer.
good shit.
0 carbs.
Function Talvin Prego, will you roll D100s for me?
It's a white girl maker.
A D100?
Like
Yeah.
a filler maker, you put vodka and seltzer.
Oh wow, 25.
Oof.
Okay.
All right, sorry about that.
A 3.
Rolling low. Oh my god, I hope we're rolling low.
I
I
hope
can't
so.
believe I
too.
took
That'd be fun.
Goodness.
That's awesome.
It's either really good or really bad.
Yeah. We don't know which one.
Did something happen?
You guys were all fucked or all great. Don't know which. None of y'all broke a third.
Did I miss something?
He had them roll percentage dice. Don't know why.
Ben, you gotta read this article that I shared, that Lynn shared from Variety. They got a
Right, I
article
just saw
about
it.
studio in Variety.
I just saw it on the Studio Movie Girl Facebook group.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I got the email about it, but I just didn't feel like watching it
No, you don't have to watch it. I just read it.
or read it.
Lulz that.
I was there. I saw how they reopened during coronavirus.
Yeah. I was too.
He doesn't have to read it, but
No, it's just cool.
I know.
I was just.
Okay, boys. Were you together? All good?
Yep. All
Yep.
good.
Maybe.
Okay. So in the interim, you guys walked over to the commissariat over there, and he turned to you and goes, "Oh, good. I was receiving the notifications that you are coming. Here, these are for you." And he hands Okabar a whole bunch of arrows, and he has one quiver in particular that has like this kind of red lining on it. He goes, "And here, these 10 arrows of the finest quality make. If you see along the edge there, super powerful. Use it when you need." He hands it to you, and you get 10 shots of ammunition +1, 10 arrow +1s.
Nice.
Wait,
Pack a punch.
on the attack or the
The arrow.
Both, I think.
The
Yeah, I love it. I'm looking it up. Hold up. It
It's a
is
+1.
the damage.
yeah. So you have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this piece
Cool.
of magical
That's
ammunition.
awesome.
And 10 shots of that?
10 shots. Yep, 10 shots.
Cool.
So is it
thank you.
separate ammunition then?
What's that?
Is that separate arrows for him? So you'd have to go find specialty arrows again?
That'll be 10 shots of that. So once he uses up the 10, he'll go back to his normal arrows. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Oscar, thank you for keeping up with your arrows, and I feel like you can handle this. So good work.
Is it the next 10 or
What's it?
10? He can use them until they're gone.
He can use whatever he wants. He'll just Oscar. Make sure you say, "Hey, I'm using my my high caliber ammunition, my +1 ammo for this shot."
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. Also, we have whoa, mixing accents there. As well as you here, this one, and he hands you just 2 potions of healing, just the standard ones.
Cool.
Unfortunately, that's what a 3 gets you. and a 25. And here he hands you a demigryph bassinet, which is kind of a helmet that you can put over your face. It's the same one that all the demigryph knights are wearing there. Pragar, it doesn't add anything to your AP or anything like that because your plate armor is considered
What about me?
the full armor.
And
What's
then
The health potions.
About me, I'm weak as shit.
Yeah, it's stinky. You'd need a lot more than just a head covering.
Hey, Pragar.
It's not a motorcycle.
is it gonna? I'm asking this as a player. Is it gonna fit Pragar's head, or that's what I need to go to the armor?
You put it over, and it's certainly made for human head, and with your horns and stuff, it kind of gets stuck a little bit. And the commissary is like, "Oh, well, maybe should let me have this for 1 hour, and I will fix. And he takes it off your head and puts it over, and you can see kind of look at it, and start hitting it with a hammer, trying to flare out the bottom.
All right, that works.
Okay,
It's great.
so at this point,
Wait, hold on. A drag. Can we just like image this? A
So-
dragonborn with a what kind of helm?
a human bassinet, which the bassinet is just the one with like the helmet that comes up and comes down. Very Knights of holy, like Monty Python style.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
very, very much.
Cool.
And then I wanted to DM, you tell me how I do this. I wanted to attach the 2 devil horns that I took off the devil in the in hell, and basically forge them to the helmet.
Okay, it looks like you're gonna have to find probably a very talented blacksmith or someone who's more aligned with. This blacksmith looks like he's very basic training. This is metal, I pound it type of blacksmith. You need a blacksmith who is invested in his art, who is very much interested in the way of. Basically, you need a master blacksmith, and this is just kind of a repair guy.
Makes sense. I wouldn't find that in this town probably either, right?
Probably not. You'd probably need to go either searching for him where he lives on a mountain, or like going to like a big city where there are expert blacksmiths with like a guild.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, we'll get you there. Don't worry. All right. So you guys eventually make your way once the the commissariat has cursed at it enough. He kind of eventually hands you a helmet. The helmet is bent, it's off kilter, but you can put it on your face and eventually kind of put the bassinet down a little bit with your snout. It doesn't exactly go down. Not quite. So what are we doing? Who's going where? Because it's a little bit before noon right now.
General store.
General store?
Or whatever the equivalent is. Is there an actual alchemist, or is it just a general store?
I'm fine.
You don't see an alchemist. Okabar, what are you doing?
BS or something.
I'm gonna try to take another sip from my flask.
Okay, you're gonna keep drinking. Aviary's going to the general store. Who's going to the general store with him?
I'm going. Is that like a? Yeah. I'm going.
Aviary function, general store, Talvern, Pragar. What are y'all doing?
Hey, sorry, real quick. Is there a way? Is it cool with you, God, that I found some way to kind of change back into function without anybody noticing?
Yeah, dude, you managed to slip into like the wrong tent and
Okay.
pull out, and all of a sudden you're back to yourself. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Sorry, go ahead, Frank.
So yeah,
Okabar, sorry.
I was gonna say I'm gonna just drink at the town exit and just hang out alone until until you guys are ready.
Okay, Okabar, we'll get you in just a second. Talvern and Pragar, what are y'all doing?
I will cast Sending to Sheldon.
Okay, go ahead. So you guys gonna get together, group up, and he gets the little copper wire out and twirls it between his hands, and go ahead.
Somebody count. Yes, you can say. Fuck you, Oscar. So we are in town. Vartan killed 2 dragons. We rule. Are you okay? White alive? come to town. Reply. Did I crush that?
Nicely done.
After a moment, actually, we're gonna whisper this.
Oh no.
First whisper.
Cool.
The fucking dragon ate him before it
Lolly,
came back.
lolly, lol.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Lido.
I wonder if he can still hear us while we're
I know.
talking shit.
Which was broken earlier, so it's fine.
Where's Mushi? Is he still fucking high as shit?
He's still He can't be high. He slept. So, and I fed him, and I fed the piglet too. So
So he's
At
like,
that
what's
ratio,
this?
I've
He's
got
like
money
pointing at the
drugs.
pig. He's like, what's this? What's this?
Yeah. Just real quick,
he's
side
riding
note.
the pig.
This is the first time I've had my dog on a D&D night, and the amount of different voices I'm doing are freaking her out.
So at this point, Talvin takes his wire and kind of puts it down.
Everybody's gone, right? Am I just standing there by myself?
He's,
No, the whole group is kind of grouped up on the outskirts of the camp. They haven't quite gone out yet. They all wanted to hear what this message was.
okay.
Oh, Shelly took the white and they boogied.
What?
Is that a good thing?
I mean, I think it is for us. I'll continue to check on them in case they get into trouble, but they both need to be other places, and it seems that we are engaged at the moment.
All right.
Plus, I don't know if I wanted to take function to where the white rules.
No.
Yeah, that checks out.
I did not want to go with him. I heard what he said about me and what he wanted to do with me.
Look, you got to realize, Function, that it's because of the other Warforged. It's nothing to do with you.
I understand.
All right.
Except I'm trying to change this perception of me. You guys believe in me, but he gave me no chance.
Okay, so at this point, the party kind of breaks apart. Everybody goes their own ways. Okabar, you go back to the tavern, and as you're walking along, you're kind of stumbling in your own little drunken way, and you hear. I'll look around a little bit.
Excuse me.
I want you to make a perception check
I'm gonna just say excuse you, but as I
with disadvantage, Okabar.
Great, 'cause I only have a +1.
You keep hearing. Oh yeah, with disadvantage. Oh yeah. Okay. Okabar, as you're kind of walking along, you stop and you turn around with your hunter's instincts coming in you, and all you hear is the echo of a "What's that? What's that?"
Oh, where'd Mushi go?
Couldn't have been anything. Couldn't have been anything. So you turn back. You start to walk back to your tavern,
I almost spit my drink out.
It's so great.
and you're haunted with the sounds of "That's a duck. That's a duck. That's a duck." As Xanthar, roll a stealth check for me real quick.
hell of a stealth disguise right there. Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
No,
a
yeah.
15.
Xanthar rolls it. Okay.
By the way, everyone, that's the mask I got him
It's
for
beautiful.
our section. It's a little heavy though, so I totally understand. I when I got it, I'm like, oh man, this is thick, you know. So
So,
Because of the-
above Okabar, nobody sees it, but Xanthar, just crawling like a shadow, comes up. That's a duck. That's a duck. That's a duck. Moves on, goes to the next one, haunting Okabar in his dreams. Eventually, Okabar, you make your way into a tavern, and through the various windows, you keep hearing different Mushi impersonations. And even Toblin's a little bit freaked out, like, hey, did you hear something?
I guess I'm always hearing shit.
don't know what it is. Here you go. Here's another. Okabar, make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes!
Oh no!
That's the same constitution I had earlier.
Oh no!
Well, the best way to get rid of voices is to drink more. At this point, you're just
As my
lying
mother
on the
told me.
bar. You're just lying on the bar, and he's holding a keg over you, just pouring it in your mouth.
How much of that am I actually consuming?
Every drop of it.
And I'm not even drowning. This is fucking beautiful.
No, you're breathing through your ears somehow.
Okay.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Perfect. So, aviary function. You guys make your way
Sorry,
into the
that's-
general store.
My me.
You walk into the general store, and it's the same half-elven gentleman who you met with the day before. He goes, "Oh, hello there.
Hi.
How might I help you this morning?"
I'm just looking for a couple of health potions if you got any.
But of course, rumor has it that you were the reason that our town was still intact this morning. So, I do believe if there's anything that I can do to help our estranged heroes, then I will certainly do my best. What can I do for you this day?
Got any greater healing potions? Or any other weird potions for that matter?
Oh.
Well, I do believe that we sold you most of our potions yesterday, but I do have one extra potion in the back. Let me go look real fast, and I'll be right back. Give me 1 moment.
Okay.
Hey, how do you whisper again?
/W, and then the character's name.
Yeah.
/W space.
Meanwhile, I'm just gonna be acting out me at the bar. At the tavern.
Yep.
At the tavern.
1 moment, please. 1 moment. I'm still looking through a few things. Where is that?
Was that a 5 hour? Shit. Oh.
Put-
Hand,
White lightning. That was
hand
white lightning.
sanitizer? Oh.
No, that's all over me.
Little.
Do you keep those?
Oh, I got you. Yeah,
Jars?
airport bottle. Nice.
Yes, I do.
What's up?
Dude,
I was
those are the
thinking, I'll take it. Shit. I'm sure we could use
Yeah.
something.
I'm gonna use them for little lights, and I'm gonna probably. Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm basically stealing Ben and Mana's wedding idea. You know. Just for. I try to steal one of those. If I'm
Ben and Mana have the best ideas.
I try to steal one that wedding night, but I think.
I got the first one.
/W.
/W, yep. Okay, sounds good. So the shopkeeper, again, he's a very tall, kind of half-elven gentleman, very much an aristocrat in his own right. He comes back and he's carrying 2 potions, sets them both on the counter here. He goes, very well, good sirs. I do happen to have these 2 from my own private collection. This one in particular is one of my favorites. It allows oneself to walk as if they were on the ground but upon the walls. It is very mysterious and requires most exotic ingredients, and I would love to allow it to depart for you special gentlemen. 150 gold, of course. That's a deep bite into my own pockets.
Is that for both?
Oh no, that's for this potion of climbing. Excuse me.
And the other?
Well, the other one, quite valuable considering. This is a rarest of rare.
Did you
Potion
hear
of-
that?
1 second. Potion of resistance, and this resistance is particular to things of a pH scale on the lower end of things. That's right. It is a potion of resist acid damage. This one in particular, because it requires the bile of a basilisk and the hands of a hawk, is going to be 200 gold, and that's absolutely just to recompense some of the materials that I used to make it.
I'll take the climbing one.
But of course, 150 golds, good sir.
What about?
All right. And I give that because I have that on me.
Okay, oh, Mr. Pleasure, Mr. Pleasure. Again, thank you all for saving my homestead. I appreciate it.
Well, do you have any healing potions?
Unfortunately, what ones I didn't sell to you yesterday were taken up by the military that has moved in and occupied our quaint little town.
Where are they?
I would imagine that the commissariat has it, perhaps?
I'm pretty sure they gave them to us.
Where is the commissariat?
Should be somewhere in the camp, I do believe.
I'll show him.
Thank you. Oh, how much did you say for that acid?
It would be 250 gold.
What if I give you 200?
Make a persuasion check.
Can I give him guidance?
Too late.
I was trying to figure out which one it was, but that's okay.
I'm sorry, sir, that the 250 is as low as I could possibly go. It doesn't even cover the cost of the ingredients.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Very well, good sir. Thank you. I certainly appreciate your patronage. And if you ever find your way this way again, do ask for Sylvan, myself.
And so, God, this is resistance or...
A potion of resistance for acid, yes.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yep. And that should be in D&D Beyond.
Perfect.
Yep. Why am I black and white?
You're kind of black and white, but not really.
Whatever. I don't have any color on my screen.
All I see is the color from your mic.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see color. It looks like all your lights are off and you have your computer lights on. That's it. That's what it looks
You've
like.
got noir settings enabled.
Whatever.
Cool.
And then, yeah, I don't care about anything else. I leave. I walk out. Bye.
Okay. Farewell. Thank you again. All right. You leave. Talvin and Pragar, what are y'all doing?
I'm not doing anything. Probably
Okay.
from the Poker Bar.
All right. Talvin and Pragar, you guys come back to the inn. You see Okabar is completely fucked up. He's slapping at an imaginary mushroom kid that's following him around. Pragar, you make your way up into your room. And you close the door, making sure that nobody else is behind you.
Do the mushi.
Yeah, do the mushi. There you go.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay. So, Pragar, you come in there and you see. You gently kind of set everything down. What are you doing?
I'm going to. I'm assuming I'm in my room.
Uh huh.
All right. I'm gonna pull out the scale that I had.
Okay. Yep.
Take the coin that's on my chest hanging, and I'm gonna set it on the scale.
Okay. Just drops it down. Coins down the bottom.
And then is this something I need to cast, or is it
As you're kind of looking at
ceremonial?
your scales, you've set it down, and you're kind of like, okay, what's next? You gently hear in the back of right behind your ear, you hear, "What is your offering?" And it seems to be asking for something that relates to your question.
Okay. I'm going to pull out. Sorry, I'm looking through my stuff.
No problem. There's nobody in here, so you're good.
Oh, you're good. Can I use? I'm gonna pull out the horn of the devil that I took.
Okay. Yeah, so you place one of the horns of the devil. Obviously much heavier than the coin, so as soon as you set it down, it goes, the coin rises up in the air.
And I'm gonna I guess, get down, kind of like in a kneeing position.
Okay.
Where the scales, let's say I'm on the floor and the scale's on the floor.
Okay.
Close my eyes and ask, is Aragorn a devil?
Sorry, what did you ask?
Is Aragorn a devil?
You see the scales slowly return back to their neutral position, saying, probably not.
Okay. And I can only do one question, right?
You get the sense that you could probably exchange the horn for something else if you had other questions.
Okay.
But per offering right now.
Okay.
It's fair.
True.
It's balance.
So I'm gonna say I got money from Function earlier,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take one of the coins that he gave me and put it on the other side. Take the horn
Okay.
off.
So yeah, they both balance out. They're about the same weight.
Okay. And then I'm gonna ask, can I trust Function?
This one, the scales go. It seems like you get an answer of yes and no. Maybe it depends on the situation.
Okay.
That means no.
Is Function evil?
Okay, Function, don't give it up all with your face.
The scales,
I don't know either.
they go up and down. Again, triggering a yes and no.
Is it leaning
depends.
to one or the other? I can't tell.
It seems like as much as Function changes his own mind, the scales change their mind. And with that, you feel this presence that has been around you. And you haven't realized it, but you've been surrounded by a sense of serenity, a sense of peace, not necessarily of good or of evil, just a sense of completeness. And as you look around yourself, you notice that everything from the way that the broom is standing in the corner to the way that the chair is just delicately placed completely even with the table, that sense of absolute balance, it fades slowly as the scales they kind of return to the way of working, and you think that Thamus has her presence here has run out.
Okay. I'm gonna put the scale back in my bag, head back down to the bar.
Okay, you put the scale in and you go back downstairs. Okay, so as you go downstairs, you see a giant Mushy standing in the door, going ha 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 ha. And meanwhile, Okamar is trying not to throw up, but he cannot lose eye lock of the giant mushroom man that's standing there.
How big is he?
He's like 6'3".
Holy
A
shit.
big much, and his head is so big it doesn't look like it should fit through the door, but he just is able to just almost glide through.
What the fuck?
Okabar, this is shit of your nightmares, bro.
Fucking mycelium everywhere. Fucking, I'm about
Just-
this, bro. We evolved from these things. Let's go.
Every step, the orcs. Wow, that's some 40K shit right there. Orcs coming from mushrooms, but every step that Mushi takes, you see a sprinkling of spores just kind of falling from his big cap, and Mushi is walking up. Mushi, what are you saying?
Why does this sound like Roller Coaster Tycoon music?
I don't know. The size.
But I love it. But I love it. This is
It's some good shit.
my trip music.
Mushi, what are you saying?
I'm saying, hey,
Oh, fucking
Okaba! You silly fool! Why are you doing so drunk?
Oh, Mushi, you look so tasty. Can I take some of that oil off of you again?
No! What did you do with the cool drugs?
I made it into a tea.
Those were my drugs!
At this point, Mushi, you hear a noise behind you, and you turn, and you see Aviary with the real Mushi on top of you, and Mushi's still tripping out because no one's tried to clean him off yet, and he looks up and he goes, "Whoa!"
Can I see this? Can I see this?
Oh yeah, did you see Big Mushi, Little Mushi riding in the antlers of your eagle friend? God, this is such a weird fucking game. You see little mini mushroom riding in the antlers of your eagle friend just fall backwards. Just freak the fuck out.
I just want to go pick up the small Mushi and then just carry him in my hand, just
Okay. Aviary, a giant-sized Mushi walks up and starts reaching into your antlers. Do you let him do it? You're muted, buddy.
We're in a tavern, right?
Yeah, you just walked into the tavern to rejoin the group. Yeah.
I don't see anyone else fighting, so I'm gonna let it go.
Okay. So Big Mushi takes Little Mushi, and Little Mushi is like, "Who's that? Who's that? Are you my daddy?"
Yes.
So do you say yes? And he turns to Avery and goes, "You're my mommy." So meanwhile, Big Mushi is walking Little Mushi around on his shoulders, and Little Mushi's going, "What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that?" Just doing his Mushi thing around the tavern. The rest of you kind of gather around a two-drunk Okabar, and you're able to decide on your next course of action.
Oh,
We should go.
I
Well,
agree. What time of the day is it?
For Tal,
It's
dude,
a
we
little bit
need-
afternoon.
Okay.
Can I just ask? Am I? I'm there, right?
Yep, you're here.
Okay.
Is he still Brother Longfoot?
No, he had transformed back to
Okay.
function. Yep.
Aviary, which one is Mushy? Like, does Mushy grow? Which one is Mushy?
the little one, I think.
And I turn to both of them. Mushy?
Okay. Right. Currently, he's trying to pry his hands off a sword and shield that's on the wall, and Little Mushy's like, "I want it! I want it! I want it!" And just trying to hold the sword. Yep. And he turns and says, and they hear you approach. What do you say?
No, when I grab him, put him back.
And Mushy just starts wailing in the middle of this tavern.
So, question.
I let him cry.
Okay, so he's just crying. You set him up in your antlers. You kind of pat him on the head, and he's just laying there, kicking, screaming, throwing a 2-year-old fit.
All
Gregor's
right.
sitting at the bar and puts that fucking flap down on his helmet. That doesn't go all the way. Just sits there and drinks.
So your bassinet, you have a really nice little red line along the top of your nose ridge there, where it keeps hitting. It's getting red, but at least you don't have to see anything. Toblin looks around and says, "I've got to say, you're the weirdest group of people I've ever had in my bar."
Welcome to the Nemesis 6.
I look forward to that ale.
So, is Zan still in form? Or does he still appear like that to me?
Yeah, Zan still looks like Mushi.
I'm gonna go up to, like, gigantic Mushi and, like, honey fungi. And I'm gonna try to take a bite.
Okay, that's a bite attack is an attack, so make an attack roll.
Yeah.
No. Oh no.
Is it,
It's the bar fucking scene all over again.
And yes, it is Naruto ramen shop music.
Oh.
Yes. That's what I said before. Little all day, baby.
Hey, you come up and you start going hanya hanya hanya. Big Mushi just kind of like moves. You actually bite at something that is not even there, so you're just kind of biting at air. Mushi's able to gently like move your hand away from actually damaging anything, so obviously that does not hit at all.
Do I think I bite one and it's my little hyphae or mycelium?
Dude, Mushi has to be a ninja because he is so quick. How the hell did you bite right there, but you didn't get anything in your mouth? Amazing. Holy shiitake.
I'm gonna look for Pragar and point that direction. Did you see this fuck?
I can't see anything right now.
And I'm gonna yell his name, like, Pragar, do you see me? Hello? And like trying to get
Okay, so you're literally like leaning over him as his head is on the bar, just trying to scream into his face.
Pragar, do you not
trying to
see
ignore
me, buddy?
Like,
Mushi is literally behind him, just imitating exactly what he did.
I'm gonna lift his hat
Verbatim.
up. I'm gonna lift his hat up, be like, buddy.
Also,
I'm gonna spit a little flame in his face when he does that.
Okay. All right. So the three sane people, Talvin, Aviary, and Function. What are y'all doing?
Well, I just realized that the person that was supposed to track us to the Dragon Lair is fucking shit for breakfast right now.
He's
Yeah,
fine.
more than usual.
I
He
actually
actually
don't
will-
really tell you direction anyway, so like I could just tell you range, not direction.
Yeah.
Well, you also have the ability to do like nature and tracking, and
You-
as a ranger.
You literally said you literally said that you get advantage on tracking in your favorite terrain, which we were in.
Well,
You
we
told
Yeah,
lost
it's-
half our fucking shit anyway. Yeah.
It's way
Anyway.
more than primeval awareness, by the way.
I'm pretty sure that I know exactly where I saw, because DM right, we saw flames up in the mountains when we were chasing the. You said there were flames coming from the ground. We found the fucking thing, and then the dragon overtook us. But you said there were flames coming, green flames coming from up in the mountain as well.
That's right. And 2 sessions ago, you do remember the bullet also breathing green flames after they'd eaten some dinner resin. So it's not exclusive to dragons.
I know that though, but we did see up in the mountains in that direction, and they were both headed that direction at the time.
That is correct. Yep.
And I know exactly where that is because all you have to do is just essentially fall, like stay parallel to the river up into the mountains, and the river is like how we got here. So I just don't know. I know that because I'm looking at the map and I know where we were. But would Talvin know that?
I mean, because you know what direction that it's going in. Yeah, Talvin would know that.
So I'd pull out the little map and I'd say, "Hey, Vieri, look at this. Remember, this is here in the river where we were when the dragon, when we started stalking it, and it found the resin in the water and came back this way.
Yeah.
So all we'd have to do is essentially parallel the river up this way until we hit the mountain range, and then look for our best way up. And maybe we could look for signs of it being the right place. What do you think?
Sounds like a
All I know is that I have a way to help us if we've got Drunkabar over there.
Yeah, do you have anything that can make us more confident we're going in the right direction?
Yeah, I can look for certain creatures and stuff.
Do we need him sober?
No,
No,
I believe
not right now, anyways.
All right.
Well, let's just head that way. Is everybody looking at the map on Discord? We don't have it on here.
Oh no,
Yes,
No.
I didn't even see it on Discord.
I got it.
Hold up.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
So do you see the town and the river? And the
Yep.
river basically not in a very direct way, but it runs straight into the mountains. So if we just stay on the tree line just outside the river in that direction, we'll beeline straight for that mountain range.
All right.
Sounds
We're
like
gonna
a
go now, or are we waiting?
I think if we have everything, let's fucking boogie.
Buggy
So are we not meeting up with the White and Sheldon then?
No, they took off.
Okay,
Do we know where they went?
making sure.
He made it seem like she was taking him home. So I imagine they kept going towards the the city that we had decided. Nice, thank you.
Oh, that's
Thank you.
cool.
Awesome.
All right, so you see, there's the river runs up.
That's a good picture.
Can I ping still? No, I can't. Ping.
No, it'll get rid of the picture if you try to click.
You know what? I can fix that. Hold up.
I wonder who took it.
You can make it part of the background though.
Yep. How about this?
Okabar, you're the best photographer.
There you go. You guys see that?
Boom, now you can click.
Yeah, so we ran into the dragon about here, and then
Yep.
followed upriver, and you guys did the same. We saw the flames coming from like up here somewhere.
Yep.
Make an intelligence check,
Who?
Talbert.
That was just, I guess. Let's see. Oh no, my roll 20's not working. Oh, here we go. Did it work?
Yeah,
Yeah.
word.
Yeah, it came from somewhere in this direction.
Like I said, somewhere around this expanding circle.
All right. So follow the stream up.
No, I mean, you know, insight check. Like, do we believe him?
Believe me?
Yeah, I believe him. Fuck it, never mind.
What the
Go
fuck are you talking about? Anyway,
Onward.
if we... No, I'm lying. The dragons are actually over here.
The whole
Haha,
time.
ready for round two.
So I think
Just
if
follow the dragon.
we walk, let me snap a line. I forget how to do it. Here it is.
The ruler.
So if we kind of walk in this direction here, can y'all see that?
Yeah.
If we walk in this direction here, and then the sun falls, we can look for flames. Now again, it might not be a dragon; it might be one of those other things. But I think if we can,
What is this right here?
I think if we can look for signs of being
So it was a physical speck on the map. I remember.
Oh, okay.
The black dot right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not on the. It's not on the original.
The adult dragon did come up the river through the trees as well, so I've got a pretty good feeling that he's in that mountain somewhere. That's where the horde is, but who knows?
Let's do it.
All right. Yeah, maybe we should. Is Drunkabar ready to go?
Well, he's never been too drunk to walk before, I don't think.
Oh, he's fine.
Drunkabar, make a Constitution saving throw real quick.
Guidance, or
That
is it resistance in this one?
Let's just say if I did
Resistance, not
Do a
guidance.
saving throw.
Yay!
Drunkabar's good, man. He is ready to go.
Yep, he's ready. Told you.
All
Like
right.
he's drunk, but you can see him go whoop,
Someone feed
like
him
straighten
a
up.
mutating substance in the bathroom, and all of a sudden,
All right. So how far of a walk do we have, DM?
Upset.
From there, it's probably about an hour. To the speck, to that little dot up there, it's going to be about 2 hour walk.
it's not too bad.
What about
Yep.
flight?
Flight, it would be about 45 minutes, an hour.
Okay.
It's not too long of a flight, though.
What about
I
with
don't
the
think waste magic
with the
on it.
mount?
It's early in the day. We can walk.
With the mount, it'd be a little over an hour. If you're riding it hard.
We don't have
Okay.
mine.
Do
I
we
say,
want?
I say we walk, but I'm open to other votes.
Well, I can get us either riding horses or giant owls. Your pick.
Dragon owls?
You say giant owls.
I did.
Yes,
Can
definitely.
you can carry all of us?
No, I can make 8 giant owls.
Oh,
Definitely 100% do that.
That seems
well, let's
cool.
do
I
that.
can
Yeah.
do that,
They can
yeah.
I'm pretty sure a giant owl has enough strength to carry us.
Just feels right. Is this like a saddle? Do they have like saddles and stirrups and shit?
No, they'd have to hold you by your arms or something.
The owls are coming.
Saddles and stirrups for your giant.
Would that not make us a giant target as well?
Multiple targets. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone would get their own owl. Don't worry.
We're a giant target anyway. Would be walking. We're
And technically there could be 2 decoy owls too. So
cool. We're going Birdie and Birdie Robot and Birdie Dragon. Birdie.
So this, just looking at that, just to clarify, because we've never used this before, Giant Owl has a strength of 13.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. We have a couple of characters that are peaking 300 pounds.
Yeah. That would be me.
All right.
If you want to fly, I can take my own mount. I have.
This sounds like Ark all over again.
What's that? Oh yeah, it's art. Absolutely. You're trying to put a Brawlodon on a Pterodon. Yeah.
I don't see any reason why we can't. We'd be at 8 of the way there.
What does its strength need to be?
So it's your strength score multiplied by 15. So 13 times 15, plus the weight of the owl and all the equipment.
How are you supposed to find out the weight of the owl?
Hold on. Let's see here real quick. We'll do.
He's got 2 extra owls. Those 2 extra owls can carry 390 pounds.
No, sheet. It should tell you. Flying characters can carry a certain amount of weight at a certain speed, and it diminishes to a lower speed at heavier weights.
Yeah.
Unless
I
they
know that.
can't carry you at all.
Yeah.
So that's 195 pounds they can carry.
What?
And that's not
Yeah, they can carry 195, 13 times 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys, he's got 2 extra owls, so an extra owl carries Fragar, an extra owl carries.
Who weighs 442?
They can drag 390.
Okay.
380.
And no other player weighs more than 200. Well, I'm going to say an owl. A giant owl is probably going to be 60 pounds at least. You'd have to be 60 pounds to be able to lift 200 pounds. That's pretty salty.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to say most of you will be too heavy.
There's a giant owl can carry a light load of 300.
It's fine. How about this? If you want to take to the air, get a head start, because we're searching mountainous terrain anyway. We don't know where we're going exactly. Perhaps having people in the air would help. I can search by land with someone else.
Tal, if you have sending, you can always, or even message, can talk to us from a
Exactly. Just stay in eyesight.
That's right.
There's only 2 moves away. There's no reason for some of us to fly and some of us to walk. We should have already just started fucking walking.
I could
Let's do that.
Yeah, I was just trying to fly instead.
No, I mean,
Part of this is making a plan before we go out searching in the middle of nowhere.
It's not a bad
So,
plan, either way.
so before you start off, you need to understand that Okabar has a favorite enemy, and when you have a favorite enemy, you have advantage on wisdom, survival checks to track your favorite enemy, as well as intelligence checks to recall information about them. So if you were going to track and find an enemy, you probably want to start by using the strengths of your party.
I've been saying that the whole time.
I'm gonna cast this.
Track him.
Yeah,
It's his favorite terrain. He told us that.
What's his
Favorite
enemy?
terrain.
Dragon?
Favorite.
Cool.
He literally told us this,
Dragon.
that he said he could track a dragon and he could track it even better in the woods, which is where we are.
Well, good thing we have him then, huh?
Yeah,
Let's
he's shit-faced.
But thank you, God, for mentioning that, because I was
Yeah.
very.
Oh, no,
Yeah, it happened in a moment of clarity that happens whenever you kind of sober up yourself a little bit. So
That 19, bro.
that con save, oh yeah, absolutely. You sober up a little bit, and the group kind of gathers around you as you look like you went from a drunkard to a badass ranger who knows what the fuck he's doing, Boromir style. And you sniff the air and you realize that you probably need to go to where the bodies of the dragons are, and then start from there and backtrack.
My senses have been attuned. We should go to the bodies and track the blood back to
Hey
its
DM,
source.
while let's say we're talking, can you say that I am working on casting something right now for the next 10 minutes before we left?
Yeah, I'll say that while you're finishing up this conversation, what are you trying to cast?
Find speed.
You guys and your fucking random ass spells.
This isn't a random, is it?
I know.
I just shared it for you.
Yeah, DM, giant owl's light load is 300, medium load 3 to 6, light heavy load 6 to 9,
Where do you feed?
and its speed diminishes depending on the size of the load.
Where are you seeing that?
I can send it to you.
So the owl can't carry me or no? If it can, then I won't do this.
It could, but I don't know if it'd be faster than walking because of your weight. How much does
There'd be two of them.
I'm 350.
Yeah, Prager, how much do you
Again, 2 owls can carry.
So if they're under 6, if they're I mean, according to this,
I'm pushing 300 myself.
I think 300 to 600 pounds is a medium load, which is I think is the same as walking speed.
I'm 400.
Yeah, so the owl could carry him, but it would be the same as if
450.
he walked. We'd just be in the air.
Again, 2 owls.
No, I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
saying
would
we're
say that
eventually
it's
gonna have more than 2 hours, and we might need to use that.
okay.
And I can do it twice.
Interesting. So okay, Prager, you're summoning your steed. What is it going to be?
Just
Camel?
like a larger white warhorse. Kind of like, it would be the same one that my father used, I guess.
Okay, so do you have stats for mounted combat?
That's what I was looking up.
Okay, go ahead and look that up. But yeah, as you guys are kind of watching, and you look over and you see Prager kind of doing this kind of weird motion, like making a horseshoe with his hands, and finally you hear this outside the door, and you all look out and you see a gigantic, sort of ethereal spirit warhorse sitting outside. Yeah, it's a very large Clydesdale-esque creature.
Oh, daddy.
You also see that on its nose, it has like scales, almost like a dragonborn does.
Yeah, I was about to say it has like scales and stuff.
Yeah, not quite a demigryph, but it is really close. Prager comes out, hikes up one leg on it, and he's way taller than everybody.
If one of you wants to ride on, you can, but I say we get going.
I will ride with you.
Okay, so Function also gets in there. Well, the horse a little bit heavier, but it's a big horse. It can take it.
It's a war horse.
Is that what I'm looking up? Warhorse under...
Mounted combat has special rules about movement, about attacking, about which armor class do you take, which attack, you can move that distance, but that gives up the entire turn of the horse.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different. So the rest of you kind of come outside of the inn, and you all gather around the horse, and Okabar says, let's lead the way.
All right, I want to use my conjure animals and give the rest of us horses then.
Okay. The other horses they're Fey horses, so they have they're like the horses you would find in a. Oh, hold on, it's not Anne Frank. It's what's the 90s stickers that you had? Not Anne Frank. Frank. Fuck. They're like little child horses, where My Little Pony has like a nice cold neon pink mane, or this one has like stickers all over it. Lisa Frank, that's what it is. Lisa Frank, thank you. Okay. They're very much Lisa Frank's summoned horses, and everybody kind of climbs on their own little pony with all the neon colors, and there's one gigantic warhorse with evil dragon scales on it. It's a very confusing group of adventurers, but hey, it's all right. So you make your way out the same entrance that you guys came in originally, and you find yourselves onto the area where the battle had occurred. On that battle, the bodies are still there. There are several guards that are kind of posted around each one. It looks like there are a couple of medical experts, maybe some scholars of some type, poking at the larger one, kind of riding and conversing back and forth. But as you approach the larger dragon, the guards kind of shoo them away, and they say, please, go ahead. Let us know if we can be of any assistance to you. But you have free rein of the body.
I appreciate that. We should be back soon.
Okay,
Thank
so the whole kind of group walks up there. Okabar, if you would like to roll a nature check with advantage Mushy is on his own horse. Okay.
I'm teaching him to ride.
I want done. That's what I keep saying.
Xanthar has also dropped that form because it's been over an hour.
Okay. Yes, it has. Okay. So Okabar, you take a little bit of the condition of the dragon itself, and it wasn't as fucked up as the little one. The larger dragon has what looks like slime. Not excreted or anything like that, but just it looks like residual slime on the outside of the scales, and it takes a little while. It takes about 30 minutes of really going through it, smelling it, tasting it. It's a mud, and then other parts of it have a little bit of decay on it, and eventually you make your way around and you see what looks to be the smell and the scent of bog. You do know. Actually, go ahead and roll a history check with advantage because you're looking at a dragon here. Okay. With advantage, roll one more time. Yeah, I don't see Dalvern. Okay. You do know that black dragons typically, since they are very acid based, and they roll around in kind of these places that are typically bogs or swamps, you do kind of put the pieces together where you didn't know it immediately, but you, from your history, you understand that these dragons tend to nest in swampy places. Like red dragons will be in lava, blue dragons will be, in places like that. But black dragons, they typically live in swamps, and they love to capture things alive and ferment their meat in the swamp and then eat it later once it's nice and ripe and rotten.
Okay. Huh. So,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna repeat this to the group on that one.
Which was he's in swamps and stuff, is what you said?
Yeah. He probably has a lair in a swamp.
From the swamps and.
And you said you can't figure out the direction, right, Okabar? I can't.
No. My direction. I can only do really range direction is what I.
Assuming that where is it? Assuming that it's within the distance, I can tell direction.
Well, we can try that. Well, again, the thing that Casey did or Kragar did was for close range, right?
What did I do?
Avi, are you casting that spell?
Yeah. And I'm gonna just look for black dragons, I guess.
I have channel divinity. Are you talking about my channel divinity? Divine sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, charge is not a spell slot.
Take a minute where Aviary kind of sits down for a second and kind of says a nice little Buddhist chant.
That's 2 charges, not a spell slot, just so you know, DM.
Do we have any bits of the dragon?
Hold on, why is it 2 charges?
It's my staff. It's a thing for my staff.
I see. Okay. And
it should say. I don't know why it doesn't. That's weird.
You hear empty void. You don't see any dragons within 5 miles of the town.
None? All right. Okay, another question for you then, DM. How far of a range is this map in terms of miles?
It's pretty crudely drawn, and you could probably see it being 25 miles up to the northern camp, because it took a while to get up there. So I would say probably at least 30 miles to get to the nearest mountain.
So, to here?
No. The mountains and camps and stuff are going to be up here.
All right, cool.
Tal, where the fuck did you go?
Oh, I'm just I'm walking around. You guys do what you do.
All right.
Thunderwave. Just kidding. Yeah, it's about 25-30 miles up to the the trees and stuff because it took a full day almost to get up to the bandits' camp and back down.
Okay. So we've got no direction and no sign of another one so far. I say our next best course of action is to go back to that bandit camp where the 2 caves were that were storing resin.
Yeah, perhaps. Did we not search around that area before?
We did, but we weren't looking for the dragon because we were chasing him after he showed up.
Alright.
Or we were chasing the bullets, actually. So it's that, or I suggest following the river because it did enjoy the water. Now, it could be because there was something in the water, but...
Yeah, it seems more preoccupied with the substance in the water than the water itself. I mean, being a dragonborn, do I know anything about dragons?
That's Kobold.
Oh, just make a history check for the fuck of it.
Alright. Oh yeah, no.
I mean, it's in part of your name. You know, the lore behind your race is that you came from Bahamut and you are a gift to man. But I mean, realistically, like that's not really what happened. You know, like y'all are your own breed, race. You have your own family tree. You know,
Yeah.
if there are dragonborn, why are there still dragons? You know, that whole kind of concept. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah.
Oh, right again. Is it the same language though? Draconic?
Is Zan gone too?
Zan is paused. I think he has his video paused, but Talvern's
okay.
out of here.
Yeah. Oh, he left?
Talvern keeps popping in and out. Yeah.
He's back. Alright, so I suggest let's head to the camp then.
Hey.
So I'm gonna start taking my steed to the camp.
It's a little bit after afternoon, and you guys make your way back towards the north. What's your marching order for your party?
Unless Prayer's leading because he's got the horse.
I mean, I don't know where I'm going though. I mean, I guess I can get to the camp, so I'll be first. That's fine.
Okay, Prayer first. Who's?
I'm at Cass. Pass without a trace.
Oh, I can do that if you want, but that's okay.
Yep. Aviary pops it.
I can do it at will.
Okay.
Okay. How many creatures can you target with Pass It Without a Trace? Is it all of them?
I believe it's 10.
10.
Okay.
Am I still on the horse with Brigar?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, I knocked you off a mile ago.
Uh-oh.
You have 6 party members with 6 horses. Actually,
no,
7
sorry.
horses.
Sorry.
And Mushi.
That's not right. Nope, it's a distance thing. Veil of shadow and silence radius from you, masking you and your companions from detection. So as long as they're within 30 feet of me, they have the bonus.
Okay. In that case, everybody's within that little bubble, your little stealth bubble. No problem. Are you guys stealthing up north, or how are y'all going?
I mean, it's in the middle of the day, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit afternoon at this point. And if you know, based on what you did last time, if you go quietly, it's gonna take you
longer.
Yeah, you probably won't even get half. You'll get about halfway before night falls.
Yeah, I'm gonna go full speed.
Full
gallop.
Full gallop. Okay.
Yeah, full gallop.
It's only 2 hours away. We should just go.
Go.
At 10 miles an hour, yeah, it'll probably be 2 hours away. Okay. So you as a group begin to really kind of go along. I need everybody to make a perception check at disadvantage.
Or you have me.
Yeah, this is because of your travel speed. Because you're going full speed, you make it a disadvantage. Yes.
Add a D4, y'all.
God. Oh God. No, I rolled a natural 1.
Yeah, he did.
Alright, so
Damn,
2.
Dave. Okay, Aviary, we're gonna get a whisper going. Talvern, roll it at disadvantage. Perception.
Oh wait, I didn't roll again. I don't think I can get lower than 1, right?
Don't worry about it. You're good. Don't worry about you. Talvern, roll one more time. Okay. Aviary, I'm gonna whisper.
Fuck off. 31 perception?
Yeah, it's a plus 11. I have plus 11 nothing. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
I have a plus. I have
I have a plus
7.
9. Charisma.
What's your stealth, Xanthar? I think I'm plus 10.
I'm at 9 on stealth and sleight of hand.
I got a minus
7 for
1.
me.
My constitution is -1.
No,
Oh,
my
are you on your phone?
It's 1 plus 4.
What? What was
Can't
that?
hear you.
Who?
Can't hear you.
Sorry.
Can't hear you. There you go.
Yeah. My laptop died, and I plugged it back in, and it started updating. So I just logged in on my phone. I didn't know if it was gonna work, but
Nice.
It is working. Cool.
Okay, so the whole group kind of bursts into this opening, going full speed ahead. Aviary kind of turns his head a little bit, seems to notice something, but then turns right back.
Yeah, it's no biggie. There was a camp back there, but it didn't look like anyone was there.
There was a camp?
Yeah, it looked like an old campsite. Like
At this point, you guys are through the opening. You're back in amongst the woods, kind of leaving and going. Are you stopping or are you keeping going?
No,
I don't care.
Keep going.
Yeah, I want to get back to the where we're going in the north.
Okay, so you guys make your way up as the sky begins to redden because of the falling sun. You eventually make your way up to where you run into some of the pigs, the pig herder. And yeah, no worries, dude, no worries. We're gonna do this right here and go.
All right.
Right about there. Okay. All right. Do you see that? The purple X?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so you keep making your way up north, and you eventually get to where you can see the bandit encampment where it was. You see a small plume of smoke coming from it. Other than that, it seems to be kind of in relative shape. What are we doing? We making our way into it?
We see smoke.
Yeah, bandit camp.
Yes, it was a bandit camp where you guys found all the dinner trees.
Okay. Yeah. Continue.
Making our way uptown.
Okay, beautiful. So you eventually, as night is falling, you make your way into the same camp where you guys had found yourself 2 days before. There is a lot of kind of ruin, wreckage everywhere. The smoke seems to be coming from one of the buildings that's up top. Somebody had left some bread baking, apparently, whenever the place had been attacked, and it is now caught fire. It looks like it's burned itself out. All of the stores and all the wood in the area have been kind of smoldering for a few days now. You don't find anything, and it's really too dark to go any further with your... I mean, if you want to keep going through the night, you certainly can, but you're getting a little bit tired from riding all day towards the north. What are we doing?
That camp.
All right. How long have we been riding?
About 7 or 8 hours.
Okay.
How far away from the camp are we?
You guys have arrived into the camp. Y'all have passed the palisades, where you guys had a small encounter earlier, and first seen the dragon.
Do we see where the smoke was coming from?
Yeah. So the smoke was where so there were 2 buildings. There was one building where you guys kind of head into. The one up on top of the mountain that had the lookout area that apparently had some bread in the oven or something, and there's just some smoldering flames up there.
Okay. Should we go up there and check out where the smoke was coming from? Or do you want to go ahead and just make camp and search tomorrow?
What time is it?
Yeah.
It's about 8:30, about 9 o'clock, getting dark.
Well, since I know most of you guys can't see at night,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we should
We should
That's
camp
fine.
tonight.
Let's camp for the night.
And then wake
Okay.
up early.
Okay. So you guys, are we
Hidden
kind of setting up a campfire, or what are we doing?
Aviary.
I
do your
have a question about something, but that can wait after everyone else decides to camp.
regardless, like I want to take first.
First watch?
If possible.
Okay.
I will go
Guys,
first
after-
watch with him.
Okay, after a long night of just travel and everything, you begin to set up your camp. First watch goes to Okabar and Function.
Hey,
The rest of you guys are kind of...
I would have. There's a couple things I want to do. before. I go
Okay,
to bed.
okay, you guys are bedding down a little bit. We're not quite going to bed just yet. We're sharpening our swords. We're setting things up. Xanthar, did you say you wanted to do something?
Yeah, just as we start going to bed and Okobar volunteers for first watch, I'll go ahead and toss him a little quiver of 10 high-powered arrows and go, hey man, just in case you need them.
So Okobar, a very, very surprised look comes across your face as the arrows that you were handed earlier fall into your arms, and you didn't realize that they had been taken in the first place. But Zan is nice enough to give them back.
Thanks for your card, my friend.
I don't know what you mean, but you're welcome.
Beautiful. Talvin, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna send a whole fuck ton of messages.
Okay. So Pragar's over there kind of sharpening his sword, getting it all ready. Aviary is preening his feathers, and Talvin's over there with the wire going. Who are you sending it to?
I named my horse Draco, by the way, so I'm over there messing with him.
Beautiful. Okay.
What was the name? We looked at the map. We figured there'd be a big city that we could head to that might have airships. What was that name? I can't get the.
That's okay.
Knife's Point.
Knife's Point.
Knife's Point.
Oh, okay.
All right. First message to old buddy Shep. So I will take my wire.
Oh, yes.
Twine it between my fingers and say, "Oh Shep, I long for thee. It's Tal. We need you to come get us. If the air is clear."
Yeah,
in Napier's Point. You can respond.
Is it port or post?
Post.
Post, sorry.
I just can't read it from this little.
Yeah, sorry. You would have known it was post. Yeah, Knife's Post.
Okay.
All right. Upon that, you immediately hear the response of, "Hot damn, it's about time you called me out. Let me tell you about this here bitch. She thinks that she can run this damn store, and I'm telling you right now that she can't."
Done.
That's awesome.
What's the old lady that we left with Shep's name?
Function.
Darren knows because he's in love with her. Got a mom complex.
Marjorie.
No, I listen.
You don't
I
have to
read a
explain.
lot.
You don't
I
have to
read a
explain.
lot.
You don't have to explain. I will send a message to Marjorie.
Okay.
Marjorie. Talverin. We are alive. We are Napier's Point. Can the airship come get us? You can respond with 25 words.
Okay. Immediately after that, you hear, "Oh, Gorsh, I sure am glad it's you. Look, listen, you need to tell that stuffy-nosed bastard that he's not in charge and he needs to quit drinking all of his product, otherwise..."
God damn it.
You got the bastard.
I fucking hate you, Jared.
I've been sitting on that for a long time.
God damn it.
Damn.
There's no one. What a fucking message the emo boy.
Oh, yes, please.
Hey, guy.
That might be a good plan. We're pretty.
He's our navigator.
We will be pretty near the City of Leaves. Maybe he can just meet us in the Fae and bring us back.
Wayroon?
Yeah.
Where's the navigator?
He's the
Bullshit, lazy fuck navigator.
Yeah.
My Chemical Fae Romance.
Exactly. Perfect.
All right.
Canon.
I will
Canon.
send a message. Let me see how many I can do with these fucking things.
Message.
Right before you go to sleep, might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
That's
no,
what
I'm good use of this. This is smart.
I'm just seeing how many I can use and looking. Or sorry, it's sending, not message. But
Yeah, sending,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
message. Message is a cantrip, but it's like 100 feet.
120.
I can use a 4th level spell, right? If I want to on it.
Yep.
Okay.
And I don't think it adds more words. I think it just lets you cast it.
No, I'm just saying I can burn a 4. It's a level 3 spell. I can burn a 4 spell slot.
Yep, and pray you don't get attacked in the night. Absolutely.
I will message Sheladon.
Okay.
And I will say, are you safe? Where are you? Where are you going? That's 10. We are searching for the dragon's lair. We could aid you if you need us. That's 24. Reply, 25 words.
Okay.
She's smart. She fucking knows.
After what feels like a very long moment, you hear a tired but resolute Sheldon reply. We will make our own way back to Eridus. Don't worry about us. We are quite capable. I will give good reports. Don't worry. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Who's still awake? Is everybody awake?
Me.
Yeah, everybody's still bedding down. Actually, everybody's pretending to do something else, but they're all just looking at you who's sitting here talking to yourself, essentially.
I will get up. I will get up from sitting. Imagine myself just kind of cross-legged under a tree away from the tree, and walk up, get up and walk back, brush myself off, grab the ale out of Okabar's hand and sit down next to him and just start drinking it and be like, well, we're shit out of luck as far as our airship is concerned.
What? That's not good.
I mean, we'll have to brainstorm, but simply sending a limiting message to anyone that is part of our crew doesn't seem like it's going to get the job done.
Do we know how far, like, time we are from where we docked our airship?
Well, we could
From
look at the map.
Eridus?
We could look at the map.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you're
It'd be very far. And
you're on the other side of the continent.
I don't.
Yeah.
I've said this numerous times, but I'll say it again now because it is relevant. The White said that there would be much restricted airspace between here and there as well.
True.
So it's not like Shep could just make his way merrily through multiple warring continents to us. I think we're gonna have to find our own way to him, or have him meet us somewhere else that he can get to.
Well, perhaps we can hire transport in the sky for
Maybe
sky
in
ship.
this Napier's Point we can find someone that can provide us a magical means of travel.
That's
What
true.
exactly did they say?
What do you mean, who?
When you contacted the ship?
Oh, they rambled like angry morons. Like
the simple people they are.
So in the northwestern corner, you guys see the town of Red Timber right here.
Ping it.
Very northwestern corner of the map that's visible.
1 sec. Okay, yeah.
Okay, Red Timber is you had a delegate from Red Timber that showed up at that council meeting. That's probably maybe a day's ride southeast of Eridus, where you guys were originally.
So,
Oh, okay.
a day and a half northwest of Red Timber is where our ship is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which that in itself is probably 2 or 3 weeks away if you just walked.
Red timber from us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we need to get to the biggest city, but we have to finish this job first.
This job will fund a lot of things.
So is
What about the city of
Everyone
Leaves? Is that a large city? It seems like it takes up quite a quid of the map.
I don't know. It's pretty close to the city of Leaves. Does that?
It's-
Do you know anything about it? Have you been there?
pretty big. Definitely bigger than that city we were just in.
That is where Xanthar is from.
We were in a village just now. I wouldn't even call it a town.
Is that
We have a garrison. I figured maybe it was a city.
would your city be a good beacon to head home? Perhaps
God,
find transport.
God, how would you describe my city that I'm from?
The city you're from exists in this plane and in other planes. It is a port of not only air and land, but also of dimensions. It's a city of mystery, a city of lots and lots of cultures and people, and it is a city of danger.
Yeah, My Chemical Fey romance told us all about it.
Well, the city of Leaves is, it's a city that is full
I
of danger.
heard you.
Are you going?
I heard you.
Are you going to want to be a day's travel away from your home and not go there? I mean, I
Right.
don't want to go back to my home, so I would totally understand if you didn't want to go.
Yeah, it's
Is this realm where you're from? Or is this different?
this is where I'm from.
Insight check.
Okay, roll an insight check.
I don't know shit.
I mean, yeah, where else would he be from? That's weird.
So I guess we'll just head to good old Napier's Point. At least we can
Where
figure
you-
something out there.
Nephia's Post, right?
Post.
Yes.
Post.
I said point. That's my fault.
Now it's stuck in my head.
It's a little pointy post. I mean,
Point, post,
happens.
port, park, whatever.
Anyway,
Yeah, sometimes
Tomato,
it's different.
tomato.
but first we have to find this dragon's hoard and then go back to that little village and then go back all the way up. It's gonna be fucking forever from now.
Yes.
So tomorrow, what's the
Correct.
plan? We just search the perimeter of this camp.
I think Okabar could find this fucking hoard for us pretty easily. Seems to
Alright.
be very in his element right now. If we could keep him sober enough to speak and walk and all those things.
Or is he better when he's drunk?
I honestly don't know if I've ever seen him sober, so
That's true, I never seen
only
Drunkabar.
time will tell.
I've only met Drunkabar, never Okabar.
He's a powerful
and-
wizard after all.
As he is.
as you're sitting around the fire, you see Mushi kind of looking at the fire, and going, "Oh, mommy, is that the fire?
Yeah.
It's pretty."
Yeah.
He just
Mushi kind of takes a step
No
towards
energy
the fire, starts to walk forward and embrace the fire. Oh,
All right.
Xavier is already done with it, and he's only been a fake parent for like 2 hours.
yeah, suck it.
Yeah,
Where's the
she is
hat?
that
I just
24
want to.
hours.
I want to take time and clean them off before we go to bed. Of course.
Okay.
That's the
All
one
right,
thing.
so
I
you,
do.
you take
How good of
extra care to finally clean all the drugs off of his system.
Getting them on me.
And as you kind of like wipe off his cap, that to feel good. That to feel good. I like it. And then you finally find your nestle place up in the tree, and Mushi tries to climb up, and he fails, and you have to come down and get him. And eventually, Mushi settles down enough to where he kind of curls up in your arms, and he's bigger than the day that you made him, certainly. But his cap is kind of laid over your shoulder and along your arm, and he looks up at you and he goes, "I love you, mommy."
That's nice.
You're just glad that he shut the fuck up and you just stroke him.
I'm gonna yell. I'm your father, Bubba.
That's Daddy. And Mushi finally turns her over and goes to sleep.
Fuck.
So the rest of the camp slowly kind of winds down as well. First watch is going to be, you said, Function and Okabar, correct?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Hey, we had some role playing to do.
Wait.
No, it's great. It's great. No, I
want
love
last
it.
Just wait.
All right.
Just wait. On our first watch, go ahead, God.
No, you go ahead.
What's happening?
Yeah, what's he doing?
Okabar, listen, I
Yes.
need your help. I keep missing the mark. I don't know. I'm shooting things out of my hands, and you seem to hit everything. Can you show me and help me with this?
The trick is to relax, my friend. If you're too tense, you'll be launching stuff off. So take my special potion. And I'm just gonna give him, can I give him some like water with just like a drop, just like 1 or 2 drops of alcohol in there?
Which you consider to be normal water. Yes, you hand it over to Function.
Fucking
Absolutely.
Space Jam? Like, what the fuck?
Come on and slam.
Okabar's special stuff. Yep.
Secret
I'll take it. So I take it.
Okay, you take it.
So drink.
I put it in one of the jars. And I make sure I take out the eyeballs. I'll clean this out for you, buddy. And I'm.
Okay, it still reeks of formaldehyde, but yes, you're able to.
Function smell things.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Well, fuck it, why not?
I hope
He's got all 5 senses, so.
Are you sure if I drink this, I will hit things?
you sure hit things if you take that. Hit that. shit.
Okay.
All right.
Then I can shoot like you.
Yes, but be cautious on when you use it.
You sure? Insight check.
Okay, do an insight check for him. And Okabar, you do a deception roll. Let's see who wins.
This is a perception, right?
Insight is going to be.
Oh, it has its own. Sorry, my bad. I keep forgetting. My
I
bad.
believe insight is intelligence modifier.
Wisdom.
Wisdom, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So with that,
Three-way? What?
no, because
On
Ty,
camera, rock, paper, scissors.
Oh my god.
don't you do that.
God,
Dice go.
Never mind.
So die tie or number ties go to the die modifiers, and since deception is a +1 and insight is a -1, unfortunately Okabar wins that. It's like an initiative. The dex win. So, dude, you just
Barely did it.
you don't know about it, but then he looks at you and gives you a little wink, and that wink gets you.
Did he pick up a pebble and drop it in the jar before he drank it?
Oh my god. No, I was over that. I didn't do that.
So formaldehyde, alcohol, and water. God.
Save
drank
it, my
it.
friend.
I drank it.
Save it. My
Okay, he drank it all.
Oh, I was trying to catch you.
Okay.
Well, it's
Which-
still gonna work. Maybe not
I-
as effective, but
I was
works
thinking
nonetheless.
more of like.
Yeah, Okabar Function just a little slot opens and he just begins
Just a
pouring
little
it down.
oil
into-
pours out.
Yeah, it's
Can I try to collect it with the fucking jar?
no, it goes
With
in.
the jar?
He has to process it. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and
I'm sorry.
Function
was
it's
thinking
mostly
of
formaldehyde.
Yeah.
No.
I was thinking of just watching like you shoot your bow.
No, that was just part of the
Function, make
orientation,
a
my friend.
Constitution saving
Now
throw
watch.
as you're watching this.
Now, can I try to point out a tree?
Yeah,
and
dude,
try
do
to
it.
shoot at
Do it, and then roll the hit.
I'm gonna now
Yeah,
watch
roll the
this,
hit.
my friend. Oh, let's hope it doesn't- Well, let's hope he's
Yeah,
fucking
Function, make
after
a
me.
con save.
Gotcha. Sorry.
Nope, no worries. It's gonna be it's easy to pass because it's
Oh,
Yeah,
whoa,
dude.
whoa, whoa.
It was
my
more
bad.
formaldehyde than alcohol, and it's awful. Okabar, what the fuck are you doing?
You shooting
I don't
him?
know what
No, he's shooting at a tree, and it wasn't a good shot. It wasn't the tree that you meant to hit, but you do certainly hit a tree. Right there.
Hopefully he doesn't notice.
No,
the tree.
absolutely not. Function, you see this,
Perfect.
and the power that's in your hand, you realize that if you can make it go up and below you, and you can make your own kind of weapon out of the power, you can formulate it. It helps you better to direct those energies where they need to go.
Oh my gosh, Okabar. I think your drink worked. Watch. And I take it, and it's like a long. Y'all seen that long bow? You just take it, and my energy comes from here, and it's like a long bow. And I release it.
Okay, you have to show.
Yeah, so now he has like it's like in Skyrim where you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
summon
okay.
a bow. As he pulls it up and pulls it down, you see an arc of energy from where his hand was and where it travels down, and it continues down below him. And it creates this perfect like linear arc there. And as he pulls his arrow back, there's energy between his two hands that was almost like lightning, ethereal energy. It's just sickly green. And when he lets go ahead and roll the hit there, Function.
Yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't wake up the group.
No, they're just early. It actually electrocutes part of the arrow that you shot into the tree and splinters it off. A direct dead hit in where you had shot it earlier.
You don't have to thank me, my friend. Just continue to accompany me along this.
I will take this watch with you, my friend. As I'm like pretending I'm holding a bow just like him.
I'm gonna go for a bro handshake just like in Full Metal Alchemist.
Beautiful.
with these
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you
Cool.
for teaching me this, Okabar. We are friends forever.
Welcome.
So glorious.
Ever since we toasted, my friend.
All right, I need y'all to roll perception checks for me as your actual watch starts and everybody else is done rolling their eyes and they finally fall asleep. Just I mean of the best.
Function has a -1 perception. He's always like, I'll take a watch.
Yeah.
He gets his shit.
Hey,
Hey, that's why you can't hit anything, is because you can't fucking see.
Yeah, thank
Of course,
Oh, great
of course
session,
I
by the way,
can.
guys.
So during the night, as it gets closer and closer to the end of your shift, the clouds kind of clear a little bit. It becomes a very beautiful, spotless night. Hold on one second, actually. Let me check as what the moon is. With it being Bahamut. Oh, the moon is nearing its full. It's a gibbous waxing moon, and it allows you guys to see very, very well into the rest of the encampment. You actually Function. You feel a slight tremor, and you're not sure if it's where you're standing, if maybe the soil had shifted, or if there was something more insidious. But it happens only for a second, and as you kind of feel it, it stops. That's probably nothing. The rest of your
Little earth shake.
yeah, it's almost as if the soil under you had moved or shifted.
Okay.
But nothing else happens during the rest of your watch, and you begin to wake up those who do second watch. Who would that be?
I'll jump on.
I'll do it.
I would tell both of them the tremor.
Okay. They get up. Function says he shifted.
There was a slight tremor, but I'm not sure. Keep your eyes out. Be especially careful.
I'll keep my eyes out. I'll flap my flat thing.
Okay. Speaking of eyes out, go ahead and roll perception. Xanthar and Pregar.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay. As you two are kind of making your rounds, Xanthar, you're in the back of the camp towards where the trees were. Pregar, you're just kind of gazing out among the forest, and you do notice there's a slight movement, and you stop what you're doing and you look very, very intently, very, very closely, and you see the ground kind of moving, kind of tumbling. It's something that you've seen before. You're certain there's something burrowing. It's not towards you or away from you. It's just kind of from the left or from the right to the left, towards the south.
Okay.
Once it passes out behind some trees, you don't see it again.
So it's not coming back.
Not that you can tell.
Okay. Is Zan next to me or by me, or is he?
Oh God, yeah, there he is. He's standing there the whole time. Yeah, he's
Oh my God. I think those bullets are back.
Yeah, I don't know how they travel, but if you're saying that there are things delving and digging, yesterday Okabar and I discovered some rather large mole-like holes in the vicinity of the dragons. So
when we were fighting with one, we did see that.
Yeah.
They do burrow underground.
Yeah, so it's probably what it is.
Yeah.
I'll just need to keep an eye out. It doesn't seem like it's a threat right now, but I'll be on my guard.
Cool. How are you feeling?
Feeling? Oh, yeah. I haven't had a decent battle like that in years. That's taken me down.
Yes.
So, it was definitely a challenge, and I think that was much more fun and exciting. Like I said, I don't think I felt that way since war.
Yeah, it was something else for damn sure. It's not every day 2 dragons pop out on you.
You did a fine job. You finished it off, the larger one.
Yes. I can take the credit for finishing the job, I guess.
Hey, my friend, we all put our part. I felt like I was a little useless. But, yeah, you know, when you win some, sometimes you lose. We live to fight another day.
Yeah. Really honestly, I was thinking a little bit about you over the last day. And, you know, I'll tell you, we're quite close to my home.
Yes, I heard them mentioned. The City of Leaves, right?
Yeah, it's a strange place. You know, it's the defender of the gateway into the Feywild. And it's as such, it's a strange place, but you know, being so close to home reminded me of my family, and
is your family still there?
You know, some of them are, but you know, I received word not that long ago that my brother and my father have gone missing.
Gone missing? When did you hear this?
You know, when we were first meeting with the Sand Trap, I received a message from my grandfather, and you know, I learned of their disappearance. There was not a ton of concern, but also I cannot say that my family worries too hard about people missing for months on end. But if I'm being honest, it's not like them. They were, you know, they were scouts and rangers, and they always came home, and they always reported in as far as where they were. So I don't necessarily want to stop by my home, but you know, I thought a I would mention that we were close, and who knows? Who knows what direction we end up going?
Well, I think you may have mentioned it for a reason, whether you believe it or not, and I do think you're concerned with your family, as you should. I would say if I was in your situation, I would try to stop and see what I could at least figure out, maybe where they could have gone to. It is your family, and I do understand that, relationships are different. As a Dawnbreaker, we thought as our family is closer. We fought together. We were brothers and sisters in arms. But though not by blood, some. But I can understand your sentiment by stopping at your home, and if that's something you wish, then I think our group can handle stopping for a couple of days to investigate what happened to your father and brother.
Well, let's see how this dragon cave and stuff turns out, and if Talbert can get a hold of our ship and if we can set a course. I know my home at least can. I mean, an airship should be able to arrive there, and our navigator. I wouldn't be surprised if he was familiar with it as well. It's the safest way.
You don't mean function, do you?
Oh no!
Oh, okay.
Who fucking knows what the function is aware of?
Yes, I do not trust him to be the lead navigator. I trust him, but not in that sense. I think there might be some more capable hands here.
No, our good Emo Faye, navigator of our ship.
Yes, what was it that Tao kept calling him? The My Chemical what? What? I've never heard of that term.
It's
My Chemical Faye Navigator. It's canon.
The My Chemical Faye Navigator. It goes back. It's an old legend in the Fae.
Yeah, it goes back to when he was a young boy.
You Fae creatures are so interesting.
My father took me in.
Never black brain.
Oh, gosh. All right. Well, yeah.
Join the navigator school.
Well, perhaps we should head to the City of Leaves after we find this dragon horde. Let's stop and find your family. I think that's important.
And see a marching band.
I keep hearing something going on. Is that what is that? Makes you want to slit your wrists.
It's called emo music. It's necromancy.
There was no touch to use that. I do that for your power.
You just told the blood magic guy to slit his wrist.
I was gonna say, yeah, I did. I said it makes you want to.
Oh, that's great.
I'm not okay.
So as your watch goes on, eventually
we're just gonna turn all the Fays in our world into emos. They're just all gonna have seed haircuts.
Hey, we've already turned all the Dragonborn into Sean Connery. So
Yes, we have.
The entire Feywild has that weird smell that all Hot Topics have. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like weed, but it's not.
That's like walking into a Hot Topic.
yeah, it's an incense.
It's fake leather.
and metal bits and failed 90s cartoon shows. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, so the rest of your night goes by. You two relive some nostalgia that you didn't realize that you had together, and the end of your watch comes up. It's now pretty early in the morning, and it's time for the last two to go ahead and have their watch. So Aviary and Talvarin.
What?
You guys are slowly woken up. Mushi.
Bird crew.
I'm just sleepy, Dad. A sleepy mommy.
Yeah,
Please leave that here.
I just leave from the base of the tree.
Okay. Yep, he's snoring away. Talvin, Aviary, now you guys are at watch. Xanthar, Pragar, you bed down for the evening. Get your rest of your rest. Talvin, Aviary, I need y'all to roll perception checks for me, please.
So, Aviary, any thoughts you feel like sharing about the events of the last 2 days? We sure did get our friends into a fucked up situation.
I just don't like that those guards attacked us right away, but other than that, been a pretty eventful week.
I took a couple arrows as an eagle, which I felt fine as soon as I changed, but fuck, it did hurt when they hit me.
Yeah.
So I've got to be honest with you. The whole flying thing might be the best thing ever.
I enjoy not being the one flapping my arms for once.
I don't know. I've got to be honest with you. I've saved a little bit of magic, for the end of the day. I wonder if you want to take this watch as a up there.
Yeah, I probably would.
You down?
Huh?
You want to fly around for our watch?
Oh no, I probably would just perch in a tree from here.
Just as a note, you've had your 8 hours of sleep, and so you.
Oh yeah, because I'm the last watch, right?
Yeah, your last watch. So if you use a spell, it's going to be for
right. Okay.
Like refreshment, yeah.
Oh well, maybe next time.
I mean, I could still fly up there.
Maybe I'll go first so I can fly around a little bit before I sleep for the night next time. Yeah. Anyway, things seem fine, I guess. Any major concerns?
I don't know. Are there?
I don't know. Function seems to get weirder and weirder all the time.
I blame the fact that he's a machine.
I guess.
Maybe.
It's the machine parts of him that I'm worried about. The boom boom cannons.
For me, it's the opposite. The machine part, I know what it does.
That's true. That's true.
Chaotic, unruly part.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he doesn't kill us all.
He can try.
I mean, it wouldn't be very...
It wouldn't be a fair fight.
It wouldn't be a fair fight at this point, I don't think. But who knows? We haven't seen him get hurt really yet, I don't think.
Yeah, maybe he could turn into a dragon.
Ooh, what if he's a dragon? Fuck, that's a good point. Oh, shit. At this point, I'm not certain anyone is not a dragon. At this point.
Well, I can tell you for certain that I can't change into a dragon.
If you could, I would be very impressed. I can change. Did you see me change into the lion thing that you were? You've been that before. I did. Yeah. I know you haven't. I've never seen you turn into an eagle. I've done that, but I turned into the tiger that you were before. I
don't see the point in changing into an eagle.
Well, yeah, for you it's a little redundant, I guess.
Hat on a hat.
Yeah. It's fun though. I honestly, I've got to tell you, I kind of want to try the fucking bear thing out.
I'm telling you, being a bear is pretty great.
I mean, I know you. It wasn't too long ago. I was very upset with you when you decided to become a bear while we were sneaking into what turned out to be a dragon's horde. Oh fuck! I just realized this is the third dragon's horde that we've seen. Technically.
Yeah. Or will. When we find it.
I'm almost certain Okobar can find it.
Someone's got to be able to. Maybe we'll find someone in the next town that can help us.
Yeah, you said you had some magic that could maybe help us in tracking.
I tried and I did nothing.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we can keep Okobar on his feet tomorrow, because I'm pretty sure he can find it. I've got some spells I can give him to help him with his abilities. I think I might try that. Give us a better shot.
Yeah,
Do you have anything like that?
Yeah, I do actually. A couple.
So if he is our best bet of finding the cave, the horde, we assume it's a cave. It might not be a cave.
It's probably a cave.
The best bet of finding a horde is him. So if we can load him up with some extra ability using magic, that gives us a really good chance of finding this fucking thing. I've heard I've heard tell of the treasure in these things. We've seen two very specific, very similar hoards.
Okay.
All right.
So the rest of your watch goes by. Aviary, eventually you kind of, when you see the sun start to peak up, you fly up pretty high up, and you're able to get a very good vista of the entire place. You see the little small lines kind of zigzagging the ground outside of the compound that you guys are in. It seems that there have been a lot of bullets that are active in this area recently, but they don't. They all tend to be either going north and south. They don't tend to go east and west too often. With that, you go ahead and land again, and everyone kind of is starting to wake up. You're beginning to cook some breakfast. Mushi is very curious about everything that you're cooking, asking 100 questions. Mommy, what's that? What's that? And you're having to explain several times as he asks the same question several times. Eventually, I need everybody to make a perception check.
It's my favorite character ever.
Mushi?
Ooh,
Yep.
man.
That's my favorite character so far.
I still like Shep better.
I mean, Shep's him. I mean, and Mushi and Shep are like 1 and 2 for me, for sure.
Okay, Okamar, you'll be with advantage. Sorry.
Oh, that is a natural 20. I didn't notice that.
Oh, nice. Because that's his favorite number.
Yeah,
Did you say
I'll go
with
with
advantage?
Xantha and Pregar. Okabar was with advantage because he's in the mountains. Function and Xantha and Pregar. When you guys get up, you have a whiff of some smell. Pregar, you remember the smell from serving in the northern campaigns. It's the smell of quagmire, the smell of mud. No. It's the smell of peat moss, the smell of just that very earthy, loamy smell. Xanthar, you know this smell from your time serving in the dregs of the City of Leaves, where there's a lot of just basically biodegraded plant matter. It's the smell of a swamp, a smell of a bog, a smell of something, and it seems to be permeating from the northern winds, and you guys realize slowly that there seems to be a in between two of the mountains, as from what Aviary could tell, there is a large expanse of what is essentially just this gigantic swampland that's in the crater of a gigantic caldera. And as you guys prepare for your next days of travel, we're going to go ahead and stop it right there. We'll all meet up, not this Sunday, but next Sunday for a live session to continue our journey.
Dude, that was
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun, a lot of role play. I liked
You can do
it.
shit. I love it.
I don't know.
We're going
Good
to the
stuff.